And last but not least, Starry, Starry Night.
One second.
That's not Arabia. I swear to God.
Wait, no, we're okay. OBS is saying I'm okay. Yeah, we're so okay. That was worrying. And the final one goes deep to the very edge of the map, somewhere in the Oceanus Occidentalis. It is in the middle of the sea.
Which Occidentalis, I think, is the Atlantic in modern parlance.
So is it Atlantis?
You also notice the four shapes imprinted along the edge of the map, like on the floor.
These shapes, the Greek letters, I guess.
Yep. They seem to repeat multiple times around the edges of it. Like imagine like a 5-foot square, and then there's like these four things repeated over and over and over and over.
All right.
Screen this for you and throw it in the Discord.
And dumb question that I just want to confirm my memory. We're in Raetia, yeah?
Gallia, Gaul, yeah.
Gaul, yeah.
We're in Gaul.
Okay.
You're on that border area between Italia and Gaul. That sort of that mountains region there.
Gotcha.
Gallia Kiss Alpina.
Then I think I'll try touching the thing on the map for Italia. Just because I'm curious.
Which of the four symbols? Which I'll keep you over there because you guys kind of need to interact with that map a little more.
Sorry, I mean the table, or like the thing on the floor.
The thumb-sized divot that's in Italia's position.
Yeah.
Oh, you walk to the center map where that is. Yeah, you notice that it seems to fit the glass bead that's in your that's embedded in your scroll.
Ooh.
Okay. Why don't we match them up then?
Okay. Do we think there might be an order we need to follow?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Doesn't
Yeah.
appear to be so. At least there's no logical order that follows anything here.
I mean, yeah, let's put the beads in their appropriate places. Although I'm concerned that we may be pushing forward a forbidden ritual.
Yeah, that's what I fear as well.
Which one do you put in first?
Here, hand me the eye. I shall slot in my homeland, if anything.
I mean, Italia is the heart. That's where Rome is.
I'll put in Italia.
It fits snugly into place. Set that. You see no visible reaction from the map. It simply just sits in that spot.
Okay.
I have very little possibility of making this roll, but I'm going to kind of feel out along my faith and relationship with Diana and see if I get any sense of whether this is what we're doing with these things is participating in a ritual or not.
The magia.
Yeah, which is just as good as my Octoritas.
Just see
Which
it
is
that
to
way.
say
You're
not
better
good?
than I am at the moment. Just believe.
I believe. It's just I'm not very magical. Yeah, 3. I don't think I get any sense from that. So yeah, I guess with a plea for Diana's understanding and forgiveness, I'll put Ratia in its place.
It fits snugly in place. There's no other reaction to the map.
I will try. You know what? I think I'll try to see if I recognize this as a ritual as well. A forbidden ritual.
The magia.
Corby, while you wait,
No, but-
I don't know if you could read the message. I can't hear any music. Can you reboot it or something?
It's on your end. You'd have to refresh.
I did. Nothing's happening.
Maybe the volume of the music?
Nope. It says like there's no music on. That's the problem.
Okay, that's odd.
How do I roll if I don't have the icon to click?
Yeah, how did you do it, Corvus?
Because when I saw that you had set it connected to the icons, I set up my own macros so that I would have them at the bottom of the screen, so I wouldn't have to click on my icon.
Well, I'll put you guys on the map just so you can select your
There you
things. But yeah, no, I did turn off the music and on again. So it's
I can see it playing now in the jukebox, but it's paused at 2:33. So yeah.
it's probably taking time to load because you probably haven't downloaded this song yet because it's a custom song that I have from you, Folka.
Maybe.
It's pretty big, so.
Oh, look at you getting fancy with custom songs.
I've been doing that for
That's
years.
right,
What are you
too.
talking about?
Well, but I mean, usually you're just taking it from the, what's his face?
Kevin
that's
MacLeod.
on the Roll20. Kevin MacLeod, yeah. Sorry, Kevin MacLeod. I just couldn't remember your name there. You do good music. I just blanked on you.
Yeah, you're not entirely sure, Yulia.
Okay, can I try next in recognition if this
But-
will offend Mars?
Oh,
You can
God.
try.
Another Demagia, scroll me to the map if you can, please. Oh, no, wait, there we are. Sorry, my bad.
I would also like to kind of shine some light on that. I cannot remember the name quite, but something of light and truth, and I believe.
Hello.
Oh, great. Single digit gang, let's go.
Yeah, we are not the crew for this roll.
Hey, I have a roll of 11 and I still flubbed it, so I'm going to take the eye and I'm going to slot it in.
You see no visible... It fits in snugly, but you see no other reaction from the map.
You said that there is these other symbols basically around it.
Yeah, imagine these 4 buttons, as it were, or engravings on the floor, and it's repeated multiple times around the edges of the map.
Are they in
We
any
think these-
known language that we understand or don't understand?
Greek?
Yeah, it's an alpha, beta, delta, something. Gamma?
Mu. Oh, okay.
Also, Calypso, I would ask of you to roll Octortus as if you weren't cursed.
As if I weren't cursed, okay.
Don't worry about it.
It's as if I'm cursed.
You feel your faith almost break through the darkness that envelops this land. It's almost like Apollo can hear you. Almost. You're just too deep away from him.
That is at least something.
Mm-hmm.
Priestess, slot your ball in the thingy.
I'm not sure of that, but...
You're the only one left.
Well, I mean, I can put mine into Macedonia, but I don't think that it cares about who does it.
You never know.
If there are no changes, we can just start slotting the rest in.
Yeah. Hopefully we're lucky.
Yeah, put it in there.
It slots in perfectly. No visible change occurs to the map. But at that moment, I will call upon all of you to give me Ingenium.
Not the
Ooh,
worst.
a roll that I'm bad at.
Ingenium, you say.
All the things I'm good at, and I cannot roll them. Fuck this dark place.
There's
Fuck
a lot
you,
of
whoever
worshipping-
god is strong here. I hate you.
Worshipping a sun god. Yeah.
Corvus and Yulia, you notice that of the 4 you've slotted, the Eye of Mauritania seems to glimmer with silver, which it wasn't glimmering in silver when you had it on the scroll.
The Jim, your dream, Tiberius.
Huh? What?
The Eye of Mauritania, it's glowing silver. Like in your dream, the jewel in the lake that you got for your wife.
Can I reach for it and try and grab it?
Yeah, you're able to pluck it out of out of its slot, and it stops. It goes back to its normal amber color. But now that it's been pointed out to you, you see it. It's like, oh, that did look silver when it was inlaid.
Right, slot it back in. Does it turn silver again?
Very faintly. That's why you didn't notice it right away.
Curious.
Oh
Most
yeah,
good.
I mean, that makes total sense. Your dream had an eye with it on the iris. I had a musician. You had some warrior. I don't know what Julia dreamed of. Something with eldritch swirls.
Yeah. Okay, so we're all thick. Got you. Okay.
Any changes to these knobs on the side, as it were? Can they be moved or manipulated?
Again, they're imagine they're repeated multiple times. Like it's like each square is duh. Oh, don't do that. Freehand, please.
Like a pattern, yeah.
Duh, repeated over and over and over.
Are they? Can we manipulate them? Okay, depress them or rotate them or something along those lines?
You see them. They're inlaid into the ground, and your light does catch at them. That's why you see them so well. Whether they seem to be any sort of switch on sight alone, I'd have to ask for sensibilities to see if you could see it without touching it.
Well, no, screw sight. Let's actually try it with my hand. Like, I'll go over them and see if there's any pushback to them.
Okay. Each of these seem to be pretty close, seem to somewhat correlate to each of these glass beads. Which set of 4 do you touch?
The one closer to Mauritania. The one that's glowing.
Which shape?
I see. Okay.
Which shape? Can I have this shape right here?
You could, yeah.
The better.
Press it
Data.
to the square. You see it almost flicker with silver. and then it immediately fades away. It flickers. Something else flickers as well. In this dark room, there's no roll. You just see it. You see the flickering. One second. Let's see what flickered after.
God, it's Simon.
The bird lit up briefly in silver, and then it's like they both tried to light up together, and then it just failed.
Now depress this button, the triangle, as it were.
Iberia lights up.
Iberia. It's down here. Depress the square again.
Germania lights up.
Depress the triangle again.
Iberia lights up.
Okay, let's try the octagon.
Asia Minor lights up.
Asia Minor, and lastly this thing. I don't know what shape this is.
Egyptus lights up.
If I were to go to the Germania thingy and press the beta there.
You put in the do you put in the gem for it, or do you leave it?
Yes,
blank?
that's what I was about to say. Slot in those gems. We need Germania, Mauritania, Iberia, and Asia Minor.
To basically fill out
Yeah.
the map.
Yeah. So what did the I don't know my Greek letters. What did the Y-looking thing
Delta.
light up?
Asia Minor.
Asia Minor.
Isn't that gamma?
Yeah, it's Gamma, I think.
That's Delta.
If my mathematic knowledge is correct.
Oh, you're right. Yep.
Because it's
that's-
a written letter,
and-
not a symbol.
You're
And
right.
what
my
was
brain.
the octagon delta or whatever it is?
Oh geez,
Egypt.
Egypt. Okay.
Egypt, yeah, Egypt.
Yeah. Oh.
Actually, let me do that. Blue.
Oh, wait, no. I literally. I've been screwing that up. So I'll write that out, because that's my mistake. So you started pressing on Germania, was it?
Yeah, I would go to Germania and try to kind of find the same, like, look what the beta there does.
Beta for Germania. Asia Minor.
Okay, so that's
Okay, I'm gonna stop writing it, 'cause it's
So
gonna
if I
get-
do alpha, would it come up as Mauritania?
Egyptus.
Okay,
Hmm.
so the rotation is the other way around. Then the gamma.
Gamma, that's the Pentagon one, right?
The Y,
Yeah.
as it
The
were.
Y.
So why?
Judea.
It makes no sense.
I mean, I don't fucking know.
Delta?
What if I were to press, like, are they far away from each other?
They're like, if you were kneeling next to them, they're all within, like, yeah, the left two on your left hand side, the right two on your right hand side.
Okay,
Oh, yeah,
then
let's
one
try
knee,
together, all
one
four.
knee, one knee, one hand on each side, basically. Press all four. See what happens.
Okay, you're on Germania,
The
so
tablet takes a screenshot.
Yeah.
Egyptus, Asia Minor, Judea, Macedonia all flicker.
Okay.
Interesting. I will try holding onto those ones.
Well, they're kind of spread out, so which one are you touching? She's touching all the ones linked to Germania, because there's 4 symbols for each of the regions.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we
What were
can
the
try
other
to
four
go
that
to our
started?
region.
Flickering?
Say again.
What were the ones that started flickering again?
Egyptus, Asia Minor, Judea, Macedonia.
Okay, I think the way to go is like if we all go to our regions and then
Yeah.
we press all 4.
And
Yeah.
try if
Okay.
we can cover up 12 out of 13.
And then the last one remaining is still the unknown one.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's try that. I'll go to Mauritania and I'll press all 4 buttons.
So that's Iberia. Ah,
Egyptus, Asia Minor, and Germania.
Yeah.
Ooh, you said them and it threw me. I want to make sure that's right so I don't mislead you.
Oh, yeah. It's okay, because I have no idea what's happening with this puzzle, so you can't mislead me.
Iberia, Germania, Egyptus, Asia Minor.
Yeah. I tried the same with the Macedonian ones.
Macedonia lights up. Dacia, Raetia, Gallia, Italia half lights up.
Wait, there's no Gallia.
Aha!
Wait, what? Oh! Help if I put it on the darn map.
Yes. That
Oh
would be
no,
useful.
there are more. We missed-
No, that's the one we're missing. I was sitting there going like, what? Because the GM map has it perfect, so that's the problem. Hold on, let me figure.
What,
Hold on, I figure out
you
where
were,
it is.
you were in Macedonia.
Hold on, let's figure out where it is. That's not where it
Julia,
is on the
which
map
one-
currently.
Which
There
one's lit
it
up for
is.
you?
Right there.
Or I guess I should say Calypso, which one's lit up for you?
Okay, I took Macedonia and it was Raetia. The new thing.
So it was
Gallia.
when you hit Macedonia, it did Dacia, Raetia, Gallia, and it half lit up Italia. Like half of its legs lit up, but the other stayed dim.
So did all of this light up simultaneously, or was the order you just said like the order they lit up in?
That was the order they lit up in.
Oh God, give me that one more time.
Okay. So, Macedonia, Dacia, Raetia, Gallia, half of Italia.
Okay, we'll go back and get the Mauritanian in order in a minute.
Okay. Let me know.
Now, why did I do 2, 3, 4, 5? I have no idea. But you get the idea. Okay. Let's do Radia next.
Yeah.
Ratia lights up. Gallia. Half of Italia.
Same half or other half?
Same half. Then the other half. Then Illyria.
Okay. And then I guess Italia is next.
Which part of the Actually, no. I know what you said. You start pressing the buttons for Italia.
Yes.
Yulia, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Illyria. The unknown area.
Yeah,
Pressing the other two does nothing.
Interesting.
Okay, what was the order for Mauritania again?
Iberia. Germania. Egyptus. Asia Minor.
Hmm. Interesting.
Okay, I put all that in the Discord for whatever help it may be.
So what overlaps do we have? We have Italia overlaps,
You have Gallia overlaps.
and Gallia overlaps.
You have Illyria overlaps.
So mine doesn't overlap with anything. Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, think
Macedonia and Ratia are half the same.
I could touch one of the overlaps instead of Mauritania, like Gallia. Yeah, so I'll move off from Mauritania, and I'll go over to Gallia, and I'll press all the 4 buttons.
You may want to write these down because he stepped away briefly.
I'm writing them. Yeah, I'm writing them.
Gallia gets first half of Italia, second half of Italia, Illyria, the unknown isle.
Okay.
Okay, how's the unknown looking now? Is it lit?
Every time you press them, they flicker to life, and then when you let go, they die off.
So basically, chances are high if I now go to Dacia and would press the buttons, I would get Ratia, Gallia, first half of Italia, and Gallia again. No, they wouldn't. No, second half of Italia.
I think we need to light up the unknown isle. So if we press the second button on Italia, and if we press the 4th button on Gallia, maybe it'll light up, and we hold it, you know? Maybe
Yeah.
it'll light up the unknown isle.
So with the second on Italia, and Illyria is the one That is. So it must be the first on Illyria.
Can we check?
I would try the first on Illyria. If
Yeah,
that's
first
also
one
the
on
Unknown
Illyria.
Isle.
You press the first on Illyria, the Unknown Isle lights up.
Okay. Okay.
So if we press now the third button on Italia.
Nothing happens.
Okay, because Italia is kind of broken.
Okay, so we need to have Italia lit up in order for it to work with the unknown. Okay, how about this? I will hold the first two buttons on Gallia and the fourth button on Gallia, so the unknown lights up as well. That makes Italia light up as well. You
I'll hit
press
the third button on Italia then to see what that.
the second you mean for the unknown isle, because the
Yes,
third and the fourth
sorry.
do nothing, and
Yes.
then what else are we missing? I think that should be it, right? Yeah, let's light up Italia and then let's light up the unknown isle.
They light up. But the minute you let go, they turn off again.
What's your theory here?
I'm not sure. I felt like we needed to light up this unknown part of the map so we can figure out what it is, but it doesn't appear to be the case.
You think we're in the process of finding a theory?
So, okay, have we one way or another lit up every single bead, or every single bead on the map?
No,
think
we've not found anything that lights up Judea.
Wait, I thought something lit up Judea.
Nothing lit up Judea.
Germania
Actually-
might have lit up Judea.
Yeah. The thing is, there were no overlaps. That's what we're looking for, right?
Did Germania light up Judea? Let's get written down.
I don't think we were writing back then. GM, pressing the buttons on Germania, does it reveal Judea as well?
Pressing the 4 buttons on Germania,
Mm-hmm.
Egyptus, Asia Minor, Judea, Macedonia.
Me to it.
So, pressing Judea would likely light up Macedonia, Dacia, Raetia, and Gallia. That's my theory, that it's
those are-
always like one down. Maybe we can find the order we need to press these buttons through that.
Dumb question. If we press the buttons on the unknown isle, does anything happen?
You press the buttons on the Unknown Isle?
Yes.
We all die.
BPK, yo!
So I'm trying to confirm a theory here.
Okay.
The room loses all its light, save for the light of the map. In the glowing Unknown Isle.
Okay. I will let it go with
And
it.
above... Everything's fine.
That happened. What's happening?
Keep pressing it, damn you!
Why? That didn't seem good.
You don't know what happened because you let go before it happened.
I mean,
Fine, I'll press it again. It just doesn't seem like a good idea. I'll press the buttons again.
The lights grow dim. There's nothing but the light of the map, that of the unknown isle. In the darkness above, the pinpricks of light flicker. And then they grow. And they grow. And they grow. And they grow. More of the sky is filled with white light. And it grows. The darkness is starting to be blotted out by the many-fold suns. They glow. They grow. Nothing of the sky remains. The whole room is bathed in blinding light. I need all of you to give me a vigor roll.
I assumed
That's my only
like
roll
that would
that
happen.
hasn't changed.
I apologize, Ratio.
Oh man.
Yeah, I figured.
That one changed.
This is why I didn't want to.
It's just the same as
hold
I
on
would
to it.
as if I would roll bigger.
Dice.
That's an exploding roll. Can I explode if I'm cursed?
Yeah, as long as you have PTS. Yep.
Yeah, I have. Otherwise, I wouldn't have anything.
Well, hopefully at least Julia.
That's
made it.
another one.
Nice. 10. You got it. You got it.
You see, it's light. I can deal with light. That's another one.
Holy crap.
What is this? What? The luck of the Irish? What?
The Greeks, actually, but...
Okay, that's 16.
16. So, in order... Corvus and Tiberius, you feel a burning in your eyes. It's like you're staring at the sun and you can't get away from it. Even staring at the ground, it hurts to look at anything. You cannot escape the sun. 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 You cannot
we
escape
escape
the
the sun?
sun. You cannot escape the sun. Roll me, for each of you, your choice, as if 6 damage was being done to you in dice.
Yikes.
Oh, okay. I see.
That does not
So-
sound good.
6 dice, right?
6, as if your damage die was 6, like you hit someone with the spear.
So just 1d6?
You could just do 1d6. You could do 2d3.
Or, okay. But yeah, that's... Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, that's how much damage you take as your eyes burn, as you see spots of all these countless stars.
Owie.
And you are now, as long as those lights remain, you are blind. You can't see a thing. You only see the sun that you cannot escape. Yulia,
Yeah.
you are disoriented and able to kind of shield your eyes, and oh, it hurts so much, and you just close your eyes, and oh, it's so bright. It is so painfully bright. You can feel as if you're getting a tan all over from every direction, from no matter where you're looking at. It's like the ground is tanning you. It doesn't feel comfortable. But amidst of all that, as any good Roman does, for all the stars that were, there is but one you care about, Apollo. And you look, and you feel like you can look in the general direction of that familiar sun, and you know, like any child would have figured out pretty quickly, staring at Apollo is unwise, but there's a comfort that of all this blinding light, that is the one light that cares about you. And in that light, in its attention, you feel like a sailor desperate for the North Star. You gain 6 pietas.
Okay.
Though Apollo is not your preferred, Apollo appreciates what you're going through and how terrified you must be. and knows that you turned to him in this desperate moment. The only person who could really help you at the moment was Apollo. And Mercury probably appreciates the help, because he can't help you right now. Not yet, anyway. And then Calypso. You stand in a court, a senate of stars, where Apollo is your senator. All these other stars, so many others, countless others, strange and far off. And despite their blinding power, you know that descendants long after you, should the empire persist, or your lineage remain, or your pupils carry your legacy, they too may know these distant senators.
I haven't seen Apollo in days. I'm so happy.
Gain 11 pietas. You are no longer cursed.
Oh my god.
As for a brief moment, you think you see what Apollo sees. A much grander design in all things, of which you are merely a single part. But Apollo shall not abandon you, no matter what faces you. And amidst all those lights, these bright and brilliant senators, far off, at the limes of this empire of stars, something stares at you. It is garbed in no light. It is garbed in no armor. Its form elusive as a cloud. But the eyes you recognize. They are your eyes. Corvus's eyes. Yulia's eyes. Tiberius's eyes. They are the eyes of men in all their shapes and forms. And you know of all things a look, not of dislike, not mere disdain, but disgust, hatred, abject, total, utter hatred. You can see Corvus and Tiberius just wincing in pain, writhing, because this is unbelievably painful for them. You can see Yulia kind of wincing and trying to withstand it. She's looking generally in Apollo's direction, but you can tell she must be blinded by all the other senators. And you stand tall amidst this light. And someone, something, hates you for it. And will always hate you for it. No matter what you tell it.
Shut it, please, shut it. It hurts.
I let it go.
Just concentrate on the right one.
Woof. And oh wow, all the light. You can see spots of the light as you open your eyes, and it swims. It's like you did the silly thing and stared at the sun with your eyes closed, and it's like, yes, my eyes are closed. If you do that too long, you start seeing spots anyway. The sun is intensely bright. And you saw many more that aside. Even and to this moment, Tiberius and Corvus, you both feel that sun headache if you stare at the sun too long.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, ow, I shouldn't have done that.
What was that?
I have no idea.
As the lights faded away, you almost saw a definition, Calypso, of what appeared to be a sailing ship. And it was moving closer to you. Very slowly, but it was moving closer.
There's a ship coming, but I don't know what that means.
Whatever it is, it cannot be good. Surely.
Well, did you see anything that could help us blink, blink, blink? Drive back the darkness that has fallen across this valley and that threatens beyond.
I mean,
I have not.
I'll note to you, all of you can see that Calypso looks visibly tanned and hardy.
You look better. Whatever that did must have helped you.
haven't you seen him? Over all of them.
Well, if I have, he doesn't fancy me very much.
The brightest of the lights.
Oh yes, perhaps I'm always fit to cower behind Mars' shield. That matters little.
So, I do think this confirmed my theory. What we need to do is find... I think the unknown is the last one we're supposed to depress. And I think what we need to do is find a way to depress them all in order that we come to the unknown last.
Kind of standing by Raitia. Does anything happen when I press the glass bead in its slot rather than the letters beside it?
You press against the glass bead. Give me Ingenium.
Yeah. Eight.
It feels cold to your thumb. As if it was left out in winter.
No other effect?
It feels familiar. Is the most you get out of that. You've touched this before.
Pressing Raitia's bead, it's cold like it's been left outside in winter, but it feels familiar.
Your dream. You were marching through the mountains during winter, were you not?
Hmm.
Did you touch anything?
No.
The warrior, was he adorned with something? Perhaps this glass bead? Or a gem of sorts?
Let me see. I'm scrolling up to the dream.
Okay, if I were to press on Mauritania, would I feel something as well?
Like against the bead?
Yeah.
You feel the chill of water. And then Ingenium.
Hmm. Seven.
Just that chill of water, like as if you're pressing your thumb against the surface of a cool pond or oasis.
I feel water when I press against Mauritania, the same place where I found this gem in my dream.
I would like to press Macedonia.
Ingenium.
7 as well.
You feel like humming a tune that you once heard.
Okay. Like in the dream.
So, wild idea. What if we just try? I know we tried to press them all individually to see what will light up, but what if we all just press the buttons to our assigned homelands?
Well, I'm wondering if the order the beads were on the map is the order we need to light them up.
See, but nothing lit up Britannia. That's what worries me as well. Or perhaps we haven't tried it.
Press Britannia.
The bead or its 4 symbols?
The 4 symbols.
As you press the 4 of them, the emblem for Britannia lights up in gold. With what appears to be a blackish, brackish halo around its emblem. Mauritania, Iberia, Germania, Egyptus all glow. Is that right? Mauritania, Iberia, Germania, Egyptus all glow silver. And they stay lit even if you let off.
Okay, interesting.
So we start with that and then continue with Mauritania.
Yeah.
Or we
as
just
far as-
continue down, or, we started from the top, we gotta go to the bottom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think the first one that lights up on Britannia is Mauritania. That means when you press Mauritania, we already did that. The first one is Iberia. I think that is the order.
Okay,
So, like,
let's
press
try
all 4 for
Mauritania.
Mauritania then.
Yeah, let's try that. I'll press all 4 for Mauritania now.
When you press down on all 4 symbols, you feel the surface of water, as if you're resting or kneeling upon a surface of water, but somehow not sinking. And Asia Minor lights up in silver. It stays lit.
Quick, hit all the buttons near Asia Minor.
I will.
Judea, Macedonia, Dacia, Raetia glow in silver and stay lit.
That's me.
Yeah.
Judea's next then, I guess, if the pattern holds.
If the pattern holds, yeah.
Yeah, if the pattern holds, we have Judea.
So,
Judea, Macedonia, Raetia, and where?
Dacia is between them.
Mm.
It's Macedonia, Dacia, and Raetia.
Yeah.
Okay, let's press down on Judea.
Well, okay. Or do we go back and, because we did Mauritania, Asia Minor lights, and we did Asia Minor.
Oh, now we can do Iberia. Maybe.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if we go back and work through the order.
We can go for the order.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Let's do that. Let's go for Iberia.
So, okay. I'm trying to track who's lit up. That's so. Yeah, I'm okay. Am I? No, I'm not.
We're not qualified to give you that assessment.
I'm not a professional, exactly.
You can hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. The Discord was giving me a weird reading. I was like, what the? So when you lit up Britannia, it lit up Mauritania, Iberia, Germania, Egyptus.
Mhm.
Right.
What was the next one you hit after that?
Mauritania,
Mauritania.
which lit up Judea.
Yep.
Oh,
Asia
sorry, which lit
Minor.
up Asia Minor.
Oh, sorry. I misheard you entirely. When you touch Macedonia, they don't. They light up briefly and then they go back out.
Macedonia or Mauritania?
Mauritania.
Yeah. Did
Mauritania.
Mauritania.
Originally, you said the feel of water, and then Asia Minor lights up.
Asia
and
Minor
stays
lights
lit.
up when you touch Mauritania, and stays
And
lit.
stays
Okay.
lit.
And then we
And
did Asia
Asia-
Minor.
Then Asia Minor does Judea, Macedonia, Dacia, Raetia.
Okay. So our notes are correct to this point.
Okay.
And they stay lit.
So,
And they stay lit, yes.
so we are doing Iberia next.
Yes, I guess let's try Iberia.
Iberia already lit.
Iberia is
So we
already lit.
only need to press the ones that are not lit again, so we should start with Asia Minor. That was the last one that lit up.
Asia Minor is already lit up, which lit up these four. So what do we have left that's not lit? No, Germania is lit. The Illyria. Illyria is hasn't been touched yet.
Well, now wait a minute, because we did Britannia and Mauritania lit and stayed lit, and then we did Mauritania and that lit something else. So
It
That lit Asia Minor.
They lit up 4 things. So Britannia went Mauritania, Iberia,
right. But I'm just saying,
Germania, Egyptus.
Yeah, my point was that it's not that if something's already lit, it's not going to do anything. Because when we did Mauritania, it did something.
Yeah.
Oh, I know it's okay. Let's run through it again. I think I follow what's happened. Because that might have worked what you just tried. Yeah, you're right. So Britannia, Mauritania, Iberia, Germania, Egyptus.
Right.
Yes.
Then we hit Mauritania, which was already lit, and there was a feel of water, and Asia Minor lit up.
Asia Minor. Yep.
And then we pressed the ones by Asia Minor, and we got Judea, Macedonia, Dacia, and Raetia.
Right.
Or Rhytia, I guess.
So you're up there.
Okay. So what happens when we press the 4 around Iberia, which
Okay.
is already lit up?
All right, that's where I threw myself off. That's my bad. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
Iberia, you feel something when you touch them first.
Okay.
Right. You feel as if your voice is echoing and you're sinking into the ground. But you're not actually. You're as flat as anywhere else. There's that, your body's telling you you're sinking, so you get a little motion sick for a half second. Because your body's telling you something your eyes isn't seeing, so it's a little disorienting. But when you hit Iberia, nothing happens. You just feel the feeling.
Okay. What about Germania?
You feel something.
Is it groovy? Do
You
we feel groovy?
feel as if air is rushing by you, and there's a weight draped across your shoulders. Nothing
Anything
else lights up.
Why not?
Oh, well, last but not least, we can try Egypt.
Yeah, see if it holds true.
You feel warm, as if you feel warmth against your face, and something slithering along your collarbone.
Hey. Nothing lights up?
Nothing lights up.
Okay. So in that case, pressing the first 4 sadly does nothing. How about we just continue?
Pressing the 2 through 4 does nothing. Mauritania lit up Asia Minor.
Yeah, exactly. Asia Minor lit up Judea, Macedonia, Dacia, and Rhaetia. How about we try Macedonia next?
Okay.
Macedonia.
Yeah.
You feel a song come to your lips that you wish to re-sing. Oh. Hello, author. Thank you for the resubscription for 37 months. Currently on 25-month streak. Who are you? What's going on? What year is it? Why do I have toes? Hello. Yeah, we're playing Lex Arcana. Ancient Roman, alternate history Rome where magic is a thing and the gods are real-ish. Well, they're real. And the players are currently playing as part of a group of imperial investigators pulled across the empire. And the players currently are trying to solve the way out of a puzzle.
And it's a puzzle that is so complex that it has confused the GM who made it.
The best kind of puzzle. Then you guys can surprise me on how you solve it.
Burn it to the ground. The best way to solve a puzzle. It's a
we
Gordian knot.
We could also go one by one and not always click all the 4 buttons, just saying.
Yeah, it's true.
So
We could go right here and then click the first one that lights up.
Yes, Macedonia is the last one you hit. Been there, done that. Eyes bigger than your dice. Yeah, actually, this is them. There is a mechanical way they can just roll and solve it that way. But hey, if they solve it on their own, there's a bonus involved because I do that with puzzles. If you manage to figure it out without your dice rolls, I'm like, that required way more effort. So yeah, sure, I'll reward that. So,
but now we know there's a dice roll out of this.
There, yeah,
No.
because your characters can always be smarter than you or dumber, as the case may be. I've seen characters.
Okay.
But yeah, pressing Macedonia
Gives us the
Song on our lips.
of Macedonia, basically.
Gallia
So-
lights up,
Mhm.
and half of Italia lights up.
Stays lit?
It stays lit. Yeah.
Well, now we're getting somewhere. Next up is Gallia. We hit that shit.
Yeah.
You touch Gallia. Pressing against it, you feel as if the sun is striking you on your lower left side, but your upper right side feels cool or cold.
Accurate.
The other half of Italia lights up. Illyria lights up. The Unknown Isle lights up. All of the stones have lit up in silver. The whole room is illuminated by the map alone, even without your torches. and you can see a stream of that circle that halo of darkness around the emblem for Britannia. You see it starting to move in the direction of Mauritania. Like a river, like a black river that's flowing through the air, and then it's not quite there yet.
Okay, that doesn't seem good.
Not at all.
What's happening?
Gosh darn.
Okay,
is
so
the stone
over to-
pull-outable?
go over to Britannia and hit Alpha.
What was the thing Tiberius was saying?
Never mind.
You hit Alpha.
Yeah,
Um,
under Britannia.
you can give me
Oh God.
sensibilities.
That's not the worst.
About 3 weeks ago, I made the super complicated puzzle involving excavation, carefully removing blocks from a room. After about 3 sessions chewing on it, I went, F it, bad guys are coming, daring NG, diff 3, let's rock. That's a way to do it. I usually have an out or a fail point for a puzzle, so you're not stuck on it for too long. Investigations are different, like these poor souls who have been at the same investigation for a while, but it's meant to be a complex investigation.
We're rolling
So
like
7.
poop again.
7. You feel as if you're ready to get out of bed, but you're not out of the covers yet. They feel heavy.
Like, is that pleasant, snuggly, warm, just woke up feeling, or is it something different?
That very groggy, you kind of have to get up now. You kind of want, because what you're doing is important, but it's kind of hard to right now. You're still feeling a bit of that sleepy dump shock, as if you were broken out of a slumber pattern.
Does that affect any of the lights?
Not that you can see.
In that case, we must let it move over to Mauritania.
Well, I'm not sure that's great. What about Beta?
So,
Beta, give me sensibilities.
Let's do that one.
Hope it goes well for you.
Huh.
oh my god.
Yeah, I can't roll to save my life today.
It's hard to concentrate because you're feeling kind of tired yourself, and those spots behind your eyes, that they're really distracting.
Fair enough.
I
Delta.
want to help.
Sensibilities. Oh, someone wanted to help?
Yeah, I mean,
Do you want
I
me
will-
to help? Can we look together?
You can, yeah.
Basically.
which should lower the diff. There's something.
Yeah, I mean that's a lot. You got there.
You feel that feeling of as if you're sinking.
Okay.
Or you're not sinking this time. It feels like you're sloped toward it a little bit, but you're not like you're at the absolute periphery of it. You're not like right in the middle like you were last time. This is much farther away. You can feel yourself kind of sliding, like the ground's a little tilted in that direction. And you get the sense of you are moving toward the direction of a story yet heard by you.
Okay, so Gamma. You still gonna help out a brother
Yeah.
Calypso?
Of course.
Thank you. Because, god damn it.
The deal is carefully executing the room, so I wanted to take a while and stressful, but it got boring, so I spiced it up and shifted gears to you are no longer being careful, you're trying to secure the data before the BPEG does. Love the attribute names, very flavorful. Yeah, Lex Arcana has really cool names for its, We've gotten into the swing of what these mean. We're learning Latin together. Or relearning for some people. Oh, there's some information in that roll. So you hit which one? Sorry.
The last one. Well, I'm going Gamma, I guess. Yeah. I did them slightly out of order. Yeah.
Oh, I was doing. Yeah. Okay. So let's go with the shapes because this is my screw up. This is confusing us. Triangle, square, pentagon, hexagon. Because that's basically 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. Yeah. So then at this point, I'm the fourth one, so I'm doing the hexagon, I guess.
Yeah. Shoot. Oh. Hello? Oh, there's. Yep. You feel as if a half remembered a very bright day, as if you're awaiting a dawn to come, like you're looking forward to it coming, but it's not. You're just on the memory of a dawn right now.
Okay, so I'll share all these with these impressions with everybody. Yeah, I mean, honestly, guys, the player is lost.
Has the little snake of light from Britannia reached Mauritania?
No, but it looks like it's almost a third of the way there.
Yeah, it's a snake of dark. That's what worries me.
Well, here's an idea. It's a
Sorry,
snake of
I did that
dark.
wrong. 2/3 of the way there. My bad.
Why don't we open up the light again?
Or what happens if you remove the Mauritania gem?
Can I?
It feels almost fused in place. If you do a bit of effort, you can pull it out.
I'll take out my dagger and pull it out. Using it as leverage, you know?
It pops out and all the lights shut off.
Okay.
What happens if you put it back in?
I'll try and put it back in.
It fits perfectly in place. Nothing happens. It stays
Okay.
there.
Ah, so it basically
Repeat the whole
resets.
process.
It lights back up. Yep.
Well, no, we don't want to repeat the whole process.
Okay. You don't have to.
But if we were to click Britannia, is the circle again over Britannia?
Yep.
I see.
Wild.
Look, whatever it is, it cannot be any worse than being stuck in this accursed cube.
I mean,
Well,
we
it
might
could
send
be.
the darkness from Britannia to Mauritania.
Good, then at least I shall fight on the sands of my home.
There are other things in this room. This map is just very
Yeah.
big and
Yeah,
dominating the room.
let's maybe.
Let's check out some other spaces in here. Yeah. Do we maybe want to like investigate this room or explore this room?
You can. That's how mechanically your characters might figure stuff out, rather than you poking around and manually brute forcing not brute forcing, but puzzling them out on your own. Your characters may have their own thoughts and be able to figure out beyond what's going on.
Oh, hey, I'll try. What's on E? I'll walk over there, like here.
As you approach, different notes now. There you see what appears to be, upon the ground, an array of profiles of faces engraved into the ground. I'll mark where they are roughly. Hold on. Find them. Whoops, other way around.
It's a little bit like we're in this like experiment room that modders in Skyrim can access and stuff like that.
Yeah, not far from the truth.
So in the lighter areas, you see the various profiles of people embossed into the ground. And then you see a big space of the black. Mod reality till it crashes. Not far off.
Faces. Any recognizable faces?
Yeah. I would also come up and investigate with you.
No, sorry. Ingenium.
Well, let's all ingeniously take a look together. Maybe
Yes.
something will come up. Hey, Yulia, come.
Good idea.
You're a patrician. You know faces. Come on.
I'll give it a go. Not fantastic, but better than nothing.
Yeah, there's a one.
Oof.
I mean, I put a dev console to reality in front of my players and they created a cult to keep it secret. I mean, the craziest idea. Game over. Just so these are behind so you can... Yeah, you guys have seen... Of all these faces... There's at least one here that you kind of recognize. It looks familiar. It's hard to see from this distance, but you can kind of, even from that distance, like, that one over there looks kind of familiar. Kind of this bearded-looking person with some sort of
Hadrian?
stick.
Bearded-looking person with a stick. Wow. Could be Hadrian. It could be Jesus. Although that's heresy.
Could be
If
Moses.
I were to take a few steps on there, try to get closer, basically.
As you move into that space, you start to hear soft whispering from each of the portraits in a variety of languages.
Okay, I shushed the Latin ones.
They do not respond to your shushing.
Okay. Damn, I thought I could maybe slow down to one so I could hear one of them talking. But I guess I would like to try to get closer to the face that we recognize in a way.
Sure. You standing this close, he appears to be a man, old, long, wild beard, long, wild hair. Seems to be holding some sort of stick or staff next to himself. Almost like you feel like he's staring at you. It's a face you've seen very recently.
Is it the druid?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, and where exactly is the missing thing?
Missing thing?
Didn't you say there was one spot open, basically?
This whole
in the
area
faces?
has no faces.
Oh, okay, this... okay, I see.
But all these lightened areas have faces in them.
Okay, do the people next to the druid look like druids as well?
I would say the Scientia failing that Ingenium.
Okay, so after
Can
one
I-
another?
Do you want me to help you with that?
Yeah, if
My
you help me, then we
Docentia
can...
is not terrible.
Yeah, let's do it together. It seems not too dangerous up here at the moment, hopefully.
One hopes, yes.
Does the floor appear to be made of floor? Yes. I dare say it's floor you're familiar
Oh
with.
no! I was hoping on rolling up a 1 in 10 chance, but I got the wrong 1 in 10 chance.
I mean, you got the one that doesn't explode, so...
Calypso, you look at them. You're not terribly familiar with the peoples of Britannia. It's very far north. You've ran into a couple back at the Scalara. Maybe a traveler or two from that far north. But between you and Yulia, you're kind of bounced back and forth. It would not... They look like peoples you're not familiar with. There's like hints of Germanic and hints of Britannic, but it's nothing that would make you say these people are Britannians. If you follow, they have Britannic features, but there's something else in that mix that's kind of fading those features out.
Okay, another weird question. When we go through the faces, can we maybe spot the singer? I forgot his stage name.
The stranger who sings is in this area.
Okay. Shit, I didn't expect that to work, so that was kind of... Okay, so that's in itself two of the faces that we've recently seen that were involved or somehow connected to that thing. The situation here.
I'm going to take a short BRB. I have to step away for a moment, so we'll be right back, everybody. Everyone else, feel free to step away and take a quick stretch your legs and stuff.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Be right back.
Yeah.
I has returned. Did not hear me quite yet? Yes. Quite the mystery ahead of them. Many layers. I would say that this sort of puzzle is maybe this whole investigation. I really want to push them to see how far they can do in the desperation and try to get them to use all the stuff that they have. And so far we've done that, and we're learning a lot about the system. But I think future ones will be tough, but maybe not this tough. I've now got a gauge of what's going on. But yeah, let's get back to them. Hello, everyone. Though it may be I'm the only one who's here, and everyone else hasn't got back yet.
No, I'm here.
Oh,
Sorry,
hey.
I was muted.
No, it's okay. It's fine. No, I said some stuff to chat while I was muted, so. Venom,
Hello.
welcome back.
Wait for the girls before we continue?
I mean, you two can do stuff unless you're waiting to see what they do with the faces.
Oh well. What's on number 1? Is that 1 or is that an L?
That's a 1, yeah.
Yeah, what's there?
It would appear to be a podium with a book on it.
What sort of book on it?
It seems to be a folio in a variety of languages.
Well, I'll tell you which 3 I can read. I can read Latin, Punic, and Berber.
Give me the Scientia. Or Demacia, whichever's better.
Better. Wee, a 9.
So a lot of it seems to be reports, like scouting reports. It looks kind of like the Lex Arcana style of reporting on things, basically tracking on what cults are where, the presence of omens, what the weather's like, which is important for omen reading, things like that. But it's not done in your format, but you catch what's going on. They say this; they're basically saying the same thing, just in different ways. And with that roll, it's hard to tell. They're using their own jargon that's kind of losing it, but you get the gist of it. You get the idea that they're reporting on things. And given the languages you're running into a lot of things that are happening in Mauritania, Numidia, and Iberia.
Mauritania, Numidia, and Iberia. So these are like newspapers, right? Did I get that? Or not newspapers, but reports, right?
They're reports, yeah. There's also some reports of the Desertium Africanum. Though those are far more sparse. Because there's a whole lot of places that the Roman Empire is familiar with.
Ensley, could you jot down those 4?
He refuses. Out of spite.
He refuses? Fair enough. What's on 0?
I'm working at them. It was Mauritania, Numidia, Desertum, Africanum. What else?
Iberia, Mauritania, Numidia, Desertum Africanum. So those 4.
Mauritania, Numidia, Desertum, Africanum. Give me the 4th one again. Sorry.
Iberia.
Iberia.
Iberia, yeah.
Iberia.
What's on
Thank
0?
you. So that is probably, since those are kind of your languages, that's the section you can read.
Right, yeah.
When you go here, you see what appears... You're actually able to notice faintly embedded into the wall what appears to be some sort of ladderway. That leads
Leading
up.
up or down? Up.
Ah, there's the entrance we never found.
Yeah.
Oh. Damn, very well could be. Okay, real quick, what's on M?
Give me a roll of sensibilities.
Okie dokie. Three.
In this space,
I can wander over and help anyway.
certainly could.
Try it, please, yeah.
Yeah. Can we?
Not
help
that I've been
them?
rolling great on
I mean, no,
sensibilitas.
we are kind of busy with the faces, so be sensible.
Nah, not that sensible.
That's not bad.
It looks like on the floor, amidst the black and polished surface, you can almost make out as if something is beneath the translucent surface. It's really hard to see. Like it's immersed in the darkness, and you're just catching, your torchlight's just catching itty bitty fragments of light off of the material.
Okay. Is it humanoid at all?
Hard to say.
Okay.
One hopes.
Or maybe one doesn't.
I mean, there's that too, yeah. Yulia and Calypso, how's your FaceTime going?
Wah, wah.
I mean, I would basically look for the faces of all the people we interacted with in this endeavor.
Yes.
Meaning the senator, Albus,
No.
whatever he's not there, but the singer was there and
Yep.
the druid was there.
Right.
Is the lady somewhere to be found?
No.
Okay, so
Okay.
but the two of them is already kind of... These were the two helpful ones.
What about the two who were not helpful previously? Or the ones who are not helpful?
I mean, two of them I asked, they are not here. Meaning the lady and the senator. Is the merchant to be found here?
No.
Also not the roadway demon, I figure. The undisputed love of Tiberius's life. No, Corvus's life. Sorry.
Corvus' life, not mine. I didn't fall for her charm.
Oh, that person.
don't.
No.
You'll never fall for a woman like that.
Sorry, real quick, what's 4?
I will ask of you there. DeBello.
Well, finally, but I'm exhausted, so I can roll no more than 14 dice.
Rest.
For a total of 7.
Yeah, I got 8.
You see similar to the other space there, where it looks like there's something beneath the translucent floor. but wrapped in that sort of smoky darkness. Some of the shapes you don't recognize. They look metallic or wooden, but there's a couple you recognize just because you have military, you have bellow training, right? You know war. You see a spear there, a pillow there. I think there's some armor over there, some shields. But the rest, you're not really sure what that is.
Okay, so weaponry on 4, reports on 1. What do we see here again? The ladder going up, and this thing.
So you saw on the faces, you saw the singer and who all?
The druid. So the two
But-
that were helpful for the whole finding it out and kind of had the prophecies for that place.
Okay.
I'll note, since the two of you have been standing there for a while, you finally notice there is a black obelisk between the two of you. Like, it blended, and unless you were standing there for a while, you would walk right by it, not because the voices and faces draw attention. Now that you're right next to it, it's like, whoa, geez, that's been there the whole time. It's almost like it camouflaged with its surroundings. Actually, that's exactly what it did. It was actively camouflaging itself somehow. There's some magic. It wasn't unless you were standing right next to it that you noticed it.
Neat.
I never had a stone hiding from me in my life.
It's interesting, at least.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a
Oh,
black obelisk.
interesting.
If I were to touch it, would that do something?
Do you touch it?
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Name a province.
Name a province.
Mm-hmm.
Asia Minor?
You think of Asia Minor. And there you remember working a loom. Massive thing. As golden strands are entangled in thorns. But you work on. Despite the pain, despite the cuts. They have to know. They need to know. It's all you can do.
And that's
Okay.
just basically a sensation I have in my mind, like a thought, like a memory.
Yep.
Interesting.
And could you... I mean, I don't know if it's good to make these experiments, but I'm tempted. Could you think of, what did we have? Could you think of, Macedonia, please? And touch the pillar.
Okay, I will.
You reach out and touch it. You think of Macedonia.
Yes.
There, you remember sitting upon a fallen column, cracked. But there, you play your lyre in hopes of reviving the glory lost, the glory forgotten. This cannot be forgotten. It must not be forgotten. You must play no matter what comes for you.
Okay, so Asia Minor's symbol was a bit of cloth.
Yes.
Macedonia's was the lyre.
And I also had a dream of someone playing a lyre, singing a
Right.
song. About things that shall not be forgotten.
So it sounds like you guys are standing in the middle of the helpful gallery.
For want of a better phrase, sure.
I mean, the only faces you recognized were people who had kind of helped us, tried to give us clues, and then touching and thinking of the various provinces, we're getting clues.
Hmm? I didn't mean to do that. Well,
You alright?
yeah, I'm fixing the map. There we go. I got it. Just highlighting that that's lit up. I forgot to do that.
Yeah, I don't have any ideas. I'm just saying out loud the things I've noticed.
Okay, so if I was to touch the pillar and think of Britannia, it all starts, basically.
Just close your eyes and think of England.
You cannot wait. You must not wait. It started here, but it was thieved from you. You've traveled a long way to a strange land that hates you. You have to go. You meet, in your memory, a pleasant person singing a song, calling herself a stranger who sings. Strange thing to call oneself. Feel like you recognize him. He feels like he recognizes you too. Both of you are puzzled by this, for you are not. Neither of you should ever cross paths. Strange. He doesn't know what you need to know, or he seems to. He knows the song, not the song you must sing. You leave him to his song. It must be sung. You know this to be true, though you know not why. You go to a temple of a foreign god. Its smirking, sneering face looming over you. And there you see a smirking woman in her robes. You need her to leave. Your song must be sung, or all is lost. They'll never know. They need to know. They must know, even if it means your death. You will die in a foreign land, you're sure of it. But you will save home. You have to believe that.
We know a lot of stuff. We know a lot of stuff. None of it makes any sense, but we know it.
You are the one who remembers. You have met this one before. As you see the memory, your own face. You see Calypso, Rufina, Corvus, Tiberius. And then you're dumped out of the memory because you see yourself as, huh? And that it just confuses you because that doesn't make sense. How do you have a memory of seeing yourself? And no, that doesn't feel good, and you fall out of the memory.
That's how I look. God. Okay, so if you think of Britannia, you get. I feel like the memory of the druid and
Yeah.
his way down here, his determination to come here and share what he knows, what he remembers.
I think that's a fair assessment.
I'm not too sure where the stranger that sings comes from.
I also don't know.
The long-haired stranger that sings. I'm sorry, I wanted to respect his wishes. So I would guess that from him there would be a similar sense of determination, of direction. I think was Corvus able to talk to him?
You and I both were, because he spoke Latin. It was the druid that only Corvus could understand because he spoke Radian.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if I were to think of Germania, for example, if I can maybe assess where the singer came from and what his actual mind was when he had the song in mind.
Mm. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I wrote him down as Britannic or Germanic. I would like to touch it again and think Germania. Sorry.
No, it's okay. You stand in a grand field, and you're looking down into this from a height, a great height, perch perhaps. Feel the weight of your armor, or maybe it's not your armor, it's your traveling bag, your big pack full of things. A gift from those you've met on the road. And as you look there into that field, a dark forest, you hear songs, but they're not the songs. They're songs of betrayal and exile, not of victory, not of glory. These aren't songs of the celebrated. These are songs of the forsaken. By gods. What's happening?
Hmm.
And out from the memory you come.
So that's basically... I feel like the faces are kind of connected to what memories are in here. But I'm not sure how to connect that with the puzzle and whatever.
Could we maybe attempt an investigation or exploration, whichever? Try and link
certainly
up
could.
these disparate things.
Your fire
Yeah,
has
the fire's
burned.
out.
Your fire has burned out. Enough time has passed. Because none of you have been tending it, and you haven't needed to. And in an enclosed space, you probably don't want it to... Wait, where's the smoke been going anyway? It's a good thing the smoke hasn't been gathering and choking you all out.
Yeah, monoxide poisoning.
Yeah.
So, would it be investigation or exploration?
You can either explore the space to see if there's anything else hidden here, or you can do an investigation to figure out what this space is telling you. What you can learn from it.
Investigation
Yes.
was decent, yeah, right?
Right.
So which one? You can do both. I'm just saying those are the two targets of what you're doing. Exploration is what's here. Investigation is why is here. What can we learn from this place? Whereas exploration can kind of tell you that too. It gives you more places to. It can reveal things that you otherwise wouldn't have known.
So, and we only get 2 kicks of the can for either. So what
For each.
are we looking at for each? Yeah, like how many successes or degrees of success? I guess. Yeah.
Which one would you like to learn first? Exploration or investigation?
Because
Because you get to know the number before you roll it. So.
Yeah.
So which one? Sorry, I talked over you.
Exploration.
Exploration. The area is circumscribed. It is a small space. It is not arduous or difficult to travel across. Therefore, you only need 3 successes. The scope of exploration is something that is difficult to find. It was higher. The difficulty task was higher when you were above ground, but now that you're in here, it's a lot easier because you're inside the place. The presumption is you're supposed to be. If you're here, you're supposed to be here. So it's not hiding stuff. It's just figuring out how to open stuff. Therefore, your difficulty number is 9. You need 3 successes.
Okay.
Okay.
What about investigation?
Investigation. The scene before you is very elaborate. Lots of strained tips and hints and emblems and symbology and things cross-referencing each other. You have to kind of piece that all together. So you need 9 successes.
Oof.
But it would seem that someone has been working on this recently. So the difficulty number is only 6. It looks like, as you're looking around and gazing at the various scrawlings and stuff, some of these are old, but it looks like somebody very recently has been messing around trying to piece this stuff together. You're coming upon what someone else was working on. They're just not here anymore. Actually, I take that off the... No, you're the first on the scene since... No one else has been here since the last person that was in here. So yes, it is 6. If other people have passed through an area before and messed with the crime scene, if you will, it goes up a level. But if it's someone did something and then nobody else touched it until you got there, it's difficulty number 6. So one has a lot of successes required, but a low difficulty, and the other one has low difficulty, but a ton of successes. So.
Right. So we would need, 4.5 successes each of the 2 rolls for Descientia. Or, yeah. And then... So is anybody swinging like Babe Ruth with Descientia?
I mean, it's not proof because of the difficulty.
It's not
Like-
what?
I mean, so we need 9 successes and the difficulty is 6.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I mean, I can max do 2 per. Yeah, I mean, I can do both, but Discienta has a higher chance of success for me, personally.
Right.
But I'm not much better at it than I am at the Natura.
Well, I mean, in theory, my exploration is it's 20. But the way I've been rolling, who the hell knows? And that's a higher difficulty, whereas my investigation would be 11. So I could add potentially 1 hit to an investigation roll.
Yeah, I guess I'm like
I don't.
I'm minus 12 and 10.
Yeah, I don't have any pietas, so I can't even explode.
My Dissentia is not terrible, but not fantastic. It's 10.
What about your Denatura?
That's my dump.
No, fair.
My
So I
Dissentia
have-
is garbage. My Denatura is not so garbage.
So we can go for.
I mean, the question is, do we think that the riddle to solve the problem lies down here? So would it be worth to take 2 hours, basically? One for one for perceiving, one for investigating.
You could reasonably do exploration, 2 rolls of investigation, or rather 2 exploration, 2 investigation each, and you still have the rest of the day ahead of you.
Yeah.
You could do
Then
both.
maybe let's do both
Okay.
and see how we're going to go.
Well, in that case, let's do exploration first, because revealing more stuff might actually affect things on the investigation roll.
Yes.
Yeah.
That sounds like
Okay.
a good plan.
Okay.
So,
That will be
Denatura.
Denatura, right? Yeah. Okay.
We're looking for 9 or better.
Nice. Do you want me to help out with this?
I think we should all help out with this.
Okay.
I mean, you
Ugh.
can explode. I think
See?
we have.
Rolling garbage.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, no. Both my rolls are nothing.
Denatura next, I guess.
There's your second crack
Yeah.
at it. You can do Denatura again.
Oh, let's
Now
give
there's
it a
one.
try. Yeah.
Was it Denatura or Scientia that we were gonna try on the second?
Denatura
The
also.
Natura.
Yeah, where you get 2 cracks of can each way.
Yeah, that's
Ah.
that's what happened to me as well. Okay.
Oh,
okay.
you explode. You explode. Okay.
Hooray.
There is a chance.
Yes.
You explode again. There is a chance. One more time. Oh.
No!
Ah.
We have 3 times 8. That is frustrating.
Yeah. So, got 1 hit out of the 3 we needed. So moving on to Descientia, I guess, where we need 9 hits, but we only have to hit a 6.
Okay, Discientia. Okay, I have 10 in that.
Okay, that's at least 1 hit. Oh,
Hey, I explode.
2, 3. You explode.
Hey. Explosion.
God. Explode harder.
2, 3, 4. Oh, sorry. No, that is you. Yeah. So 1,
Okay.
2, 3, 4.
So we need to get 5 this next go round.
Okay. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, don't worry about it.
Shall I gamble with the D12?
Seriously, I can't roll for
Oh
shit.
my god. What is this? Is it the same roll?
Yeah.
Goodness me, it is the same roll. Oh, okay.
Shit, that also was
Crap.
Oh. 6. Yeah.
Nope, 5 out of 9.
Okay.
Balls.
The most I can say about this room, the difficulty is that it is, without a guide, it is such an alien space, with its strange markings. But you have figured some stuff out. What is present is present. You can tell that there's lots of scrawling on the walls. That there's someone's was investigating this.
Did you ping something?
This.
The map area.
The map area.
That seemed like that feels like in Lex Arcanum, that feels like a strategy map. Like it feels like you're planning to look into something. But whoever this is doing it their way, and that's what's confusing you, because there's a way you do it, and there's a way that whoever these people are, they do it differently. And that's what's catching you. You're not sure how it is. And it seems to be a variety. It has the same thing you do. They have a variety of languages. You're catching bits and pieces, but it's not coalescing to anything yet. You haven't quite pieced it all together. So you don't reveal any new areas with your exploration. And there are no spontaneous insights you're able to gather from what you've already investigated. You could investigate each of the areas further, and not in a roll, but you could guess at stuff, poke at stuff as you had with this map. For example, if you messed up this roll, you could have done this still. You still could have solved the map. It's just that you'd have to solve the map the long way, rather than the four of you sitting together going, let's think about this for a few minutes or for an hour or 3. Yeah, no, if we think you're at the point where we could think about this more, but we need another day to think about it. We can't
don't have another day, yeah.
Yeah, but see, we already solved the puzzle on the maps. I think we just didn't let it go through. Why don't we just let it go through?
First things first, because we're still not sure if it's harmful or not, but you've seen something here down below the floor.
Mm-hmm.
In both corners, yeah.
I mean, yeah, here, these were weapons and armor.
Mm-hmm.
And these were something.
You couldn't specify what weapons and armor, right?
Some pilum, shields, swords, and something that we couldn't really see.
Okay.
And
so,
then this we couldn't tell whatever.
If one were to kind of change the perspective, I don't know, lay down on the floor and try to go with the torch above it and try to just glimpse anything or poke it or whatever, I want to know what's down there.
Descientia or Demagia?
Is this a thing of
either or?
No, it's not. It's none of the magia specialties I have, so.
No, I wouldn't think so. No.
Don't really fit.
This is not your normal Roman magic.
To assist, do we have to roll the same thing?
Yes. Unless you have a really good reason why something else would work.
My
What are you
Demagia
rolling,
sucks.
Calypso?
Well, actually, I'll say you
Nine
can
of
do
Demagia.
Demagia or Descientia, because those two both will be, how do I open the floor?
Okay.
Oh, okay, good. That helps me. Nope. I don't know.
So you're working together. With everyone's help, Calypso, there's a lot of, is there a lever? Is there a panel? Is there a pressure switch? Is there a hidden switch? Maybe you have to say certain magic words, which you want to be careful with that because you don't know what it's going to do. There are a couple, someone piped up, there's a word you half remembered from class about, an Arabic legend of this, of opening doors or caves or something. And you kind of, that triggers a memory, and you try just saying the words to, from the legend, to open, for it to open before you. And thus, much, you hear a scraping as the floor slides away. Black smoke seems to emanate out from the space. And immediately it starts filtering straight up and gets absorbed into the dark ceiling above. There's a half moment of, oh, wow, smoke. Imagine opening an oven door and you get hit with steam. It's that sort of like, okay, just wait for it to go away. And then eventually, revealed there are a collection of tablets and scrolls. Among them,
Depicting what?
there is one with the emblem of the Lex Arcana.
Mm.
Yoink.
Eat.
Yeah.
Yeet.
Yeet. Don't yeet, please. Don't yank or yeet, please.
No, we gotta
Be
yoink.
careful with the books.
We gotta yoink it, but we can't eat it. So what's on the Lex Arcana thing?
One moment. Pull up that particular. Scared you weren't gonna find this.
Yeah, I feel Apollo strong inside me again, so it's kind of
Nice.
I'm poking my head everywhere. Curiosity.
So, just make sure I'm revealing the right information. Not because if I throw the wrong thing at you, I'll set you on a garden path that will throw you way off. I'm trying very hard to put the right clues in front of you in the right places. Because it's been a while since I wrote these down, so even I'm trying to remember exactly what you're supposed to find. I'm glad I wrote this all down and didn't try to remember it. This is what happens when I write stuff down. The plus side, I won't forget it. The downside, I have to sort through it because I'm not good at organizing it. So, the document essentially reads, it makes a grand welcome to any of those from the Lex Arcana and whatever Cantabarum has been assigned to this place. The persons who wrote this document ask for your forgiveness that they were unable to stop the ritual as performed in this valley. It was their hope that the first step would be halted, but they were too late. And they feel that the Lex Arcana will come to this place someday. And they hope that when you found this place, you found it as soon as you could, for time is ever running out. For all of Rome is in peril. advise and understand, well, rather, sorry, they understand that you, as the Lex Arcana, must be circumspect from any outside your order. And they hope whatever they teach, or whatever they can reveal, can be of help to you, and that you act on it. They cannot force you. They are no longer here. They cannot help you. For if there was anyone to help you, you likely never would have gotten in here in the first place. You would have gotten aid. Or the problem is solved anyway. But they don't believe it can be by their abilities. It requires the Lex Arcana to do it. A piercing of the veil has come to Rome. And like an infection, it will spread. And blanket all of it. And force all to be forgot. Forever. The senator here does not know what he started. Only the short-term gains he will gain. Do not trust him. Do not trust the lady from Rome who speaks in quotes, for she is misguided and lost on her path. Beware the merchant, for he traffics in the forbidden. But always listen to the songs you hear, for in those songs, though in alien whispers, the truth can be revealed to you whenever you are lost. They advise that the legion that is present should be trusted, for though they've lost in battle, they hold their duty to defend Rome above all else. And they wish they could have told them what you know now, but they know they lack the knowledge of the Arcana to really understand what they're trying to tell them. As you read, you get this feeling that this is some sort of cult. It just sounds like a cult, some unsanctioned Arcana investigation group. You've never heard of these people before. Maybe it's something. There are various cults, both imperially approved, tolerated, and then the outright forbidden. You're not. If you keep reading, you get the feeling that you'll learn whether these people are truly tolerated or forbidden. So you can stop reading now, or you can read what their suggestion is as to how to save this valley.
Orvis will offer up a prayer for understanding to Diana, particularly since my one thing I didn't want to forget was the duty to complete the mission. And then I will take a deep breath and keep reading.
Give me Octoritas, sir. Or actually, sorry, I off the thing there. I would say Ratio. Sorry. I keep mixing those up.
I basically do the same thing. Pre-apologize for the knowledge I will gain, but assure that I will not follow it through.
I can't roll anything but 5 today.
If there's something against it.
I will try to. I'll read along as well, and offer a prayer to Mercury in his trickster form, that knowledge gained is never wasted. And I hope that he'll forgive any transgression as his father did his early transgressions. As in, like, I know I'm about to do something that you might not like. Please forgive me.
Ratu.
I do it in ignorance. Ratio?
Yeah.
Okay. That's actually not terrible for me.
And as for me, I care not, because Mars knows that I have the martial strength to carry out his will, but not the mental capacity to carry out whatever is on that blasted scroll. Let Mars take comfort in the fact that I am as dumb as a bag of rocks, and I do not plan to acquiesce to whatever it says on this scroll.
Everyone does a prayer and you're so... Bro, you know I'm stupid.
Tiberitus, gain 1 pietas.
Thank you.
Everyone else, gain 3.
Oh, yay.
Hey, I can have favor of the gods again.
Hooray.
There are but 3 paths that you must dare. The 4th, should you fail, we advise you flee. But of the other 3 paths, pour memory into silence, so silence shall recoil. Shatter the wells. Embrace yourself. The second path. No one remembers their name, but they remember the moment. Sacrifice one of your number to a well. And hold your duty close. And know that the one sacrificed shall be forgotten, but the ritual shall be halted.
Absolutely not.
No one remembers their name, but what was the second part of that?
The ritual will be stopped. Or halted.
Okay.
The third path requires that he broke the spell by remembering who he was. The senator is short-sighted. It must see what he is doing. Perhaps better wisdom and wit will steer his course away from the rocks that will destroy him. And he will be
Kind
able
of
to
wait
reverse
for
the
that one.
ritual.
Yep.
Well, he can't do that when he's chopped up in 2.
If you fail, oblivion shall wear a human face. The 9th gate shall open. The Via Imperia will be destroyed. Run. Run as fast as you can. And hope you can save the rest of Rome.
Well, that's a bit worrying.
So sacrifice one of our number where? To what?
Too well.
The well.
To the well. Which
To one of the
well? Any
wells.
well? Any well.
Any well.
Yes, one of the ones with that were glowing green, I'm sure.
Well, well, well.
Beware
Yeah.
revelation.
Yep.
Embrace inspiration.
Race inspiration. Did they actually say that?
Yep. Says in plain
fuck
Latin.
you. I knew
I
we were
don't-
playing Midnight Watch.
I don't think we want to sacrifice one of ours to this. I think that feels like human
I mean-
sacrifice.
Since... Listen, that might sound a little bit weird. But if they mean with well any water source, then what about the fucking pond?
What about the pond?
I mean, shall we destroy the pond as well? Can we sacrifice someone into the pond if the wells doesn't work.
So, I mean, is shatter the wells, embrace ourselves, pour memory into silence, so silence will recoil, shatter the wells, embrace yourselves. Yeah,
First things first, does that whole thing sound like a forbidden cold ritual? I mean, the second thing.
The second one, any sacrifice of humans is forbidden.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to do that. The only time that's ever allowed in Roman cult is to Jupiter in triumph, and you're not sacrificing to Jupiter. You're killing someone who is an enemy of Rome in the sight of Jupiter, which is very distinct difference.
but the flip side of that is honorable suicide is very Roman.
Yeah. So that's
the
why
choice to sacrifice yourself for Rome is a different thing.
We wouldn't need to if one of us would choose to sacrifice themselves, it would.
That's actually that you hit it on the head. Actually, if it's a soldier, and this is something these people got wrong. It doesn't have to be someone of the Lex Arcana. It does have to be someone of the Legion. Like, you are of the Legion too, but anyone in the Legion, if they are thrown in there and hold their duty true, that should work.
Okay.
But what would make it forbidden is making someone else do it. Like you could grab some other person. One, you don't think it would work according to this. Two, it's human sacrifice. That's not allowed.
And to demolish a well, we will need a siege engine.
Or shatter the wells.
I think
or is that shattering the things that are in the wells? Because we're thinking there's a tablet in each well. But, okay, so that's what we've gotten from here so far. Let's see if we can't open the other side. Speaking of siege engines, I'm wondering what some of those big things we saw underneath might be.
Let's do the same incantation first.
Open sesame.
It slides open.
Ooh.
Yeah, again, if you're supposed to be in here, it's pretty easy to get at stuff. You see a variety of weapons from across the Empire and beyond it. Various foreign weapons.
Foreign weapons.
You see also some really strange ones. There's these little orbs encased in some sort of metal, and there's like a bit of wick or rope sticking out of it. And they're all bunched together in packs of 6 and bound together in like hay or straw. They're big things too.
Bolas?
They're bolas, but there's a thing sticking out of it. Like you're supposed to.
They're not connected. Yeah.
Yeah. Like individual. Like they each have their own little spot.
Oh, bombs.
Grenades.
Interesting.
How many of those are there?
Enough to arm the 4 of you.
Enough
okay,
to
so
blow
only
up 9
4.
walls?
Well, they're packs of 6, so there's 4 packs of 6.
Well, why didn't you say so? Shit. Okay.
But there is one weapon that stands out among all the others. It is a spear that seems to be crafted of sapphire. And it glows faintly amidst the dark.
Why does that sound familiar?
A spear.
That's probably you, buddy. You've got the highest debello.
Oh, Corvus, your goddess favors hunt. A spear is her weapon of choice.
Actually, the bow is Diana's weapon of choice.
Aye, but you don't hunt boar with a bow.
Usually also don't make spears out of sapphires, so.
What I'm saying is, does she consider this to be blasphemous? But then again, what she considers to be blasphemous, Mahar sees as utilization of war.
Well, I mean, that is the question. There's a difference. Is it a hunting spear or is it a battle spear?
It is before your eyes. Its purpose seems to shift as if the light catches it just the right way. When you think it would be better, it's a hunting spear. It is a hunting spear. If it's better, it's a battle spear. It shifts to a battle spear.
It's a magic weapon. What is the difficulty of a spear? Anybody know that page number? I remember we searched for it. Up and down.
I'm looking for it myself because I was looking for. That
Okay, got it.
thing. You got it?
Let's see. Spear. Difficulty and damage of 6.
Oh, I have it on my cheat sheet. Jeez.
Which
Could've just told
means
you that way.
And what is it? The rule there to be qualified with it, or whatever the word is. Difficulty rating. There it is. So, okay. Need to be equal to or greater than twice the difficulty. So it's a 12, and we don't have to worry about being non-expert with it. So either one of us could wield it, but you're going to be better with it than I am because your DeBello is considerably higher than mine.
Ridiculous. Yes. Well, I'll secure my axe and grab the magical spear, and imagine it as a mighty implement of war upon which I shall thrust my enemies.
Any other armor or weapons that look to be of superior quality?
All of them seem to be an immense they're well-made weapons, put it that way. But none of them quite as unique as the Sapphire Spear.
Fair enough.
As Tiberius takes hold of the spear, it glows with a soft blue light and illuminates his face and hands and the space around him. And you feel it, despite being made of such gem, it is hardy in the hand, yet light to your practiced swings and stabs. And you feel as if you can, through will alone, push forth your will through the spear, out as an attack.
Sweet.
Neat. Can I get some stats?
It has the same stats as a spear, but it has 2 magic powers. It has the power of terror, so you can force people to be frightened of you as you show your darkest meaning to your target. And given what you just said, it will also grant the power of regeneration.
Okay, yeah.
At the end of each Tempest, you basically recover hit points. A certain amount of hit points each round, basically. There is a way to cancel out the regeneration, like a certain type of damage. You're not sure what that is at the moment.
Okay, written down. Right.
And lastly,
Mhm.
each time you use this weapon, at the end of each Tempest, you must perform a ratio roll against a curse. For you feel a sense of everlasting lust for this weapon. Something out there wants this. And every time you use it, again, at the end of each Tempest, you feel like it's watching and hunting for the wielder.
In that case, I shall pack it up nicely and not use it. Yeah, so much for that. Into the backpack it goes. Right, take these steel balls. I figure they are the implement to the destruction of the wells. Or at least they should be. Is there anything inside these steel balls?
You peer in, and it seems to be some sort of powder.
Is it black in color?
A black and off yellow, a little bit in there.
Does it smell like garum, the fish sauce? Very much of sulfur?
I would say so.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Had to make sure. Otherwise, we're throwing cherry bombs down a well.
The one thing that this thing would add, sorry. Any weapon in here, including that spear, the damage is increased by 1, the encumbrance is reduced by 1.
Oh my god.
To a minimum of 0. So a dagger is always 0, because it can't unescalate. It's not that light.
Weapons in there?
Say again?
You said all of the weapons in there have those
Yep.
bonuses?
It's just the only one that has
Okay.
magic powers is that one. All the other ones are just really well made.
Okay. All right. So like a Gladius and the Arcus short bow.
Yep.
Cool. I'll take that. So damage 7, encumbrance 1, back damage 7. Now wait a minute. Is that going to mess with Hunter of Men?
I'll note any of these items are marked with the letter for Mu and the letter for Omega.
Neat.
I shall keep my own trusted battle axe at this time.
Honestly, I
makes
think
sense.
I might try these weapons because if it's 3 or 4 damage, it actually makes a difference.
Oh yes.
That it does.
God damn it, Midnight Watch. Mechanic Repair is nice, yeah. Midnight Watch screams. Spears for Athena or Minerva, yeah.
Well, stupid.
Yeah, each of the characters following have a tutelary god that they favor over the others. That's why they're kind of thinking about which of their gods that are their tutelary deity. They're like, who should be holding on to us? Who makes sense to be using that spear the most?
Well, yeah, I'm not going to be taking any of those either because my Hunter of Men only kicks in with weapons with a base damage of 6 or less. So if I go up to a base damage of 7 on the Gladius and the Arcus, then I don't get to use Denatra to attack rather than...
Huh. They're too strong.
Is there Is
Me.
like just me asking that? Is there armor in there that works the same way?
Yep. The armor's +1 better, and the encumbrance is -1 down, basically. So they're lighter and better made.
I will take that not only for the fucking stat increase, but because I have then less worry about being over encumbered.
It's fair, yeah.
If there's chainmail in there, I'll take that.
Yep.
Groovy.
Same thing. There's those little letters are worked into the thing somewhere around, roughly in the armor. It's worked somewhere around the chest, like over your left chest.
What about the a small shield, the Parma?
Yep. Be in the center of the shield.
Cool. Okay, so now
Nice.
I gotta refigure my.
We had no regeneration in that night, right? Because we slept like hell.
Yeah.
Well,
Which
that
is
does reduce my
unfortunate.
encumbrance nicely.
Yeah. I was kind of thought like, yeah, maybe not being at my max encumbrance of 6 is good.
I wouldn't say mithril armor, author. I'd say very well made armor.
Quality armor, in old school D&D terms.
Masterwork armor and or
Cool armor.
recent additions.
Is there a shield that doesn't weigh too much?
So we're thinking we're going to use some of these balls to blow up each of the wells. I
That
wonder
is
how-
the general idea of it.
We've got
Yeah.
24 9 wells. Or wait, I don't remember how many wells there actually were.
9, I think.
There were 9 tablets, but I'm not sure how many wells.
I think it was 8 wells and 1 pond.
And 1 pond. Yeah.
How we blow the pond, I shall not know, but let us investigate it anyway.
Yeah, I am wondering if like shattering the wells is more about dealing with the tablets, in which case. So that
Maybe.
gives us roughly, if we can shatter the wells with 2 bombs per well, we should be okay.
Yeah.
And let us not waste time here. Let's
Yes.
go back to the surface and leave this accursed place
We
already.
just have to be careful because I think one of the wells is very close to the undead city, so that spear that makes things afraid might not be the worst thing.
Undead feel no fear. They are dead.
Yeah, but what, like, it's a magical power. It's not like you're going to scare them away with your face.
I mean,
Seen his
Have you,
face?
have you seen this face?
Have you tried scaring undeads away with this face?
No.
So we've kind of determined that this place is not. This is a helpful place.
yeah.
Um,
It is, now that you read the end of that thing earlier, at present, it's up to you to decide whether you think they're tolerated or forbidden. They're not outright screaming forbidden. They're definitely
Right.
not Roman, though. Whatever these people are, the emperor did not sanction this.
Right.
I mean, they were at least decent enough to feel bad.
Right. So maybe not sanctioned, but tolerated they could be.
Yeah.
I mean, can I maybe try to, from what they have written and how they've written it and the whole symbolic of the place down here and the Omega and Mu thing, can I basically make something out of it with the Demagia roll?
You can do a Demacia roll, yep.
Let us try. Okay, it's 8.
It's hard to say. You know so little. You've only found one of their camps, for lack of a better word. But the idea that they're trying to help Rome and they're not using, as far as you can tell, forbidden techniques like necromancy. And there's another aspect that's unspoken, is that if a organization is more powerful than the Emperor's Legion, then that some organizations get called forbidden for that reason. The Lexicon don't go around bandying that around. So if this is particularly powerful from a large empire, it could become forbidden because it's a magical power that could rival Rome's. But that's almost unheard of. Like, most of it is just forbidden. It's just bad stuff, like, sacrificing people or drying up entire lakes, things like that. Like, that's just, there's no good in that, and the Empire cannot begin to tolerate that. Even the lesser druidic stuff does have sacrifice in it, so that makes it forbidden. But if they like cut that out, there's a lot of stuff that may be okay. But because the druids as a organization rebel against Rome, because of that rebellion, they lose the imperial tolerance, no matter what they offer. Whereas Christendom has their beliefs, but they don't rebel against Rome. So they're put up with because of that. So similarly, there's so little it's hard to guess. If they're in the Christian camp, as it were, then the Emperor might put up with it. If they are rebels of Rome or rivals of Rome, they may be forbidden even if they never do forbidden stuff. So.
I mean, at least they seem to have tried to stop the forbidden stuff from happening.
Yeah, that makes it more.
Felt
That makes
bad
it
for
more.
failing for it and had some inclination towards Rome in warning.
Yeah, they're not trying to destroy
In
Rome
any
at least,
case-
so.
Yeah, in any case, and it's also obvious that they were not powerful enough to stop. They might have known how, but they were not powerful enough to do it, so that might be okay. Let a lawyer look into that.
Yeah.
But I would, in any case, take that scroll with us, because it is some sort of proof that that senator actually did it. Because it's in there, noted down with all of it. A little bit more direct than in the songs that we heard.
That makes sense. And it's documented, so that makes it easier to prove.
Correct. We love documentation.
And well, let's pack it up and go out the ladder.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to, I think, hurry up a little bit. We might be able to ask the Legion for help in blowing up wells, but around the wells, gravity is a little bit weird.
Right.
That means the bombs might fly upwards. We don't know that. I don't know what bombs are, but the stones.
Well, we won't know until we try.
Powder stones.
Let's hope they don't.
Powder balls?
What were you guys concerned about with the bombs?
When gravity is turned around in these light circles.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna need to. Well, we were gonna need to like secure them to like the insides or sides of the wells anyway. To
Yeah, we need to try to stay on the ground.
like, did it actually lift you up in the air? I mean, I know the rain started going up your skirt, but
Oh, that part you remember?
so some things are, you can't wipe from memory. But I mean, did it like physically lift you off the ground? I can't remember.
It felt like it a little bit, but I'm not sure if it was more a metaphor or.
It was literal. You guys watched her nearly get lifted
that
into
was
the air.
absolutely literal.
Okay. So this is where the Legion might come in handy. Because if we, get legionaries, if we rope up and get legionaries like standing outside of the effects to basically be pulling downwards on the rope just to help us stay on the ground, we might be able to, or, even if we're lifted up, to keep us at a level where we can work.
Yeah. Like a human chain.
Yeah, I mean, they basically like roping a balloon to keep it from floating away.
Climb is long.
Do we think the don't forget to put on your special oilcloth.
Yeah.
Do we think it's better to place the bombs on the inside or the outside?
I mean, shatter the wells. We don't know if they meant the tablets or the wells. We hope that it's the tablets, but if it's the tablets, it's kind of... We need to get them in there.
Well, I mean,
Pour
I don't know. I think they
into
would have
silence,
said...
the silence shall recoil. I'm so confused by that.
Is there like a divination or something you could do to try and figure out to clarify some of this stuff?
Let me check.
Now that you got some pietas?
Let me check. Let's hope that I don't get cursed outright again. Okay, we have, birds, no.
Oh, there's
Entrails, no. Omen. That's something we need. That's something would need to happen for them.
I gotta step away again. I'll be right back, folks.
Okay.
Yeah,
give you
There
time to
is one
think.
that can give me an answer to.
I'll leave things right
a
while you guys think.
question. So there is one that is the ritual must be performed in a quiet place away from any source of confusion. The officiant falls into a state of trance and gives an answer to a question concerning the past, present, or future, providing sibylline answers or rhyming sentences. Oh no.
Oh no.
That
Yeah.
may require the player's interpretation, so we get another riddle.
Oh my God, no! Please, God.
Sidoratu, the officiant observes the stars during the night. No, there's no stars. Strange symbolic dreams. No, there's no fucking dreams. Because we cannot sleep again, because then the time's up. The officiant must be blindfolded in front of a mirror. There's no fucking mirror.
Do we think there might be any benefit to interpreting the dreams at this point?
I mean,
Or one of them?
Like the dreams we've already had.
yeah,
Right.
I mean, we could try. We could also, because, like, I can definitely not do both.
Right.
Average too long. Like, the oraculum ritual takes, like, 1 hour or more.
I see.
Well, like, I think, because that's going to give us another poem that's capable of interpretation.
I have returned.
I think maybe if we think there's value in getting one of the dreams interpreted.
I think there is.
I mean, I can try. I don't know if I were to only interpret my dream or potentially not only my dream but also other things. Yeah, I think we can try it. That is in my budget, but I can only do one of the two.
Right.
I don't think we have an hour, honestly.
Right.
Yeah, so I might take a few minutes after we have kind of had another show on our dreams, basically, when we were interacting with the map. And I would try to kind of try to make the Somni Interpretatio ritual. Like, sit down by... I mean, I would like to click the stars again, but I think we cannot take that again. But
Well, I mean, we could always just let the map thing run.
Yeah,
Since
we
we're
could let
kind-
it run its course, yeah.
Since
I
we
mean-
kind of think that this is not a harmful place now.
I think
There might be
it
more,
kind
more
of-
information gained.
It might give you an insight on where it starts and where it goes to.
That's kind of what I'm thinking, is like it'll trace the spread.
That would also explain why the map is so weird.
Well, how about it? Why don't we just let it roll?
Sure.
Okay, you guys watch the map. I think the last is more of the last unknown. I'm not too sure, but that seems more like a metaphor, more like a divine place than anything else.
There we go.
You guys watch it turn out, and I try to make something of our dreams.
Okay.
So
That sounds
you're
like
not
a plan.
ascending the ladder. You're staying down here.
Not yet.
Not yet.
We take a few more minutes, basically.
Going back to the map, repeating the process,
Okay.
and letting the thing run its course.
Yeah, the black line goes around the Britannia. It reaches about 2/3 of the way to Macedonia, but it just kind of hovers there.
Mauritania.
Mauritania, yeah.
Okay,
Mauritania.
so
just
that's
hovers there, doesn't
basically where it is potentially.
I see.
You're still down here.
Then I would like to basically take a few moments, close my eyes, and remember the light and Apollo's face. And kind of ponder on the dreams we had, imagining him watching over me doing it.
You.
So I do the Somni Interpretatio ritual on our dream. basically.
Okay, so you do need to narrow down what question you want me to answer, so I can give. Because I'm answering based on how many degrees of success. I'm either giving a hint or I'm giving like an in-depth reply. Because it's about a dream in particular.
Yeah, we have a response that usually refers to the adventure in progress. Okay.
Yeah.
So what exactly is the question we are having? I feel like it's not necessarily about the tablets, sadly, in the dreams.
Actually, I'll go one step further, just so I'm not too much of a dogmatist here. You can choose one dream, and I can help you reflect on the adventure, what I'm trying to tell you. Or you can do all of them as a collection, and then I can tell you something about them as a collection. So I can give more general sweeps, or I can go in depth into a particular dream. Because Somni Interpreto is you seeing past the metaphor that I put into the dream. You are seeing past that and seeing the truth that resides in dreams.
So does any of you have a particular interest in one of the passages, because I might turn towards the hole.
Yeah, I think I'm more interested in the hole as well.
Right.
Likewise, honestly.
Yeah, I think I would like to do it on the whole, on the dream as a whole.
So the dreams as a collective.
Yeah.
Okay. 6 pietas spent. Interpretation of dreams. Magia. Number
Yeah.
6.
It's only magia for me.
Since you're doing it in this place, you get +2 to your number.
Whew!
Oh, sweet.
Wow!
Excellent.
That's good, because I don't have a specialty in dreams. It's the only one I like.
Eh.
It's 10.
So complete answer. As opposed to a marginal one. Your interpretations seem to suggest that there are others like the stranger who sings, and they will favor those that are familiar to them. So it's as if you're being warned or told of other singers and the form they'll take. For not all of them will be like the stranger who sings.
Like the people up here, basically.
Like the old soldier with the... Ooh, now there's a thing. Yeah, after
think-
hearing that,
These people might be all the singers from the different...
yeah, Corvus will go after, assuming you share that, and look to
Yeah.
see if he sees the old soldier from his dream.
You see him there. He's over here.
Oh, sorry, I was looking at my notes. Where? Over there?
Yep.
Okay.
Do I see my commander from my dream?
Yep, he is over there.
The same place where his soldier is.
In the same region. Yeah.
Hmm.
Huh.
There's a bunch of faces, but you see your guys kind of close to each other.
I will look to see if any of the attendees at the funeral or my husband is in the drawings.
Your husband is there.
Ah, blah, blah, blah.
I already know that the musician from my dream was there as well.
Do we know that the obelisk is there, Corvus?
Once it's pointed out to you, it's a, what are you guys talking about? It's right there, just keep going. Where it? Oh, jeez, it's right there. God.
Right.
How can I not see it?
So yeah, I'm going to touch it, and I wonder if I can think of that singer in particular. If that'll do anything.
Which one?
The one I saw in my dream.
No, come back. I need that. Whoop. My own notes spook me sometimes. Anyway, what happens when you write about otherworldly stuff? Get spooky. Oh, right. You are a longtime veteran. You have fought in wars grand and Petty. Here, on the snow-covered plains below, you watch, alone, near Cairn. Cairn of a fallen soldier you once knew, whose name you endeavor to remember. And you watch as soldiers you know to be skilled be cut down by those they cannot see. You are experienced. Though old, you have a great amount of debello behind you. You have that in your skill set, despite your vigor. But you know that what they fight now is not within your skill to teach. All they can do is try. All you can do is remember. So that when they come, you can tell them what you saw. Perhaps maybe they too will have the skills paired with your knowledge. For you shall be the last witness of that battle. May the gods look after them, and the ancestors see them on their path to their ever after.
Okay.
That's a bit worrying.
Yep.
You fall out of the memory.
I think we are long past due to destroy some wells and rid this land of the curse.
I think I agree. But we also might have to find our way out of here first.
Oh, we know the ladder leading up.
Yeah, there's a ladder.
That's fair.
I'm pondering on the pour memory into silence, so silence will recoil, and the embrace yourselves
Yeah.
part of that.
That's the part that is also just confusing me.
Well, because we think the ichor falling from the sky is like it wipes memories. And this top part of the room seems to be a collection of memories.
What manner of fiend goes around and collects memories?
I'm not necessarily saying it's fiendish. I'm just saying that every time one of us has touched this obelisk, we basically get like dream/memory. It's like first person.
The strangest thing might be that the druid's memory of us is included.
Yeah.
So someone has updated recently.
I think it is something that is not natural that it's here.
Yeah.
That it's trapped in here.
But yeah, I think it
Because
may be time
the
to head back. And,
singer is still alive, but the druid isn't. At least
Right.
hope is he's still alive.
This whole place is an affront to the gods. If the only thing it can provide us is a way to destroy these wells, then perhaps it may redeem itself yet. But as of right now, I would cleave it in twain with my axe if I could.
Well,
why?
Let's
It's been the most helpful place we've found.
let's not
And-
cleave something. Something we cannot. We will bite our teeth out on that, but cleave some wells.
Aye,
want-
I could, I could cleave some wells, aye.
I suggest we work to keep these wick things dry from the
Yeah.
black rain. Tuck them well
As much
under
as
your
we can.
cloaks.
Tuck him in, and let's go up that ladder.
Put memory into silence, so silence shall recall. Do you think we should sing?
Yulia, do you ascend as well?
Yes, yeah, I'll ascend. I was pondering.
It's not the worst idea. Although the gods really didn't like it when I sang that song once, or sang like a refrain.
Maybe it was about your singing.
I need all of you to roll Octoritus as you ascend out of this area.
Oh my goodness. Arcturitus is the worst.
Octoritus is one of my best. What are you talking about? Haha.
I would roll one dice more, but alas, I'm tired.
So who's the lowest of you? I believe Corvus.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Corvus.
Oh God.
You remember a dream you had last night. That fitful dream. A dream of a dreamless void. Until you heard the slow echo of footsteps echoing upon marble. As you walk through a vast hall with no walls, with pillars holding up an impossible sky, you watch as statues of Roman heroes crumble at your passing. You then spy a black-cloaked figure that descends a staircase that does not touch the floor. As the figure lowers, you hear the sound of a weeping choir. There before you, 8 other cloaked figures are kneeling in a circle. The 9th that appears speaks in a voice like cracking glass. We are the silence between empires, the scalpel in the soul. You dream now, but soon you will join us in silence. The cloaks of the figures fall away, and no one remains. The pillars vanish, and you begin to fall, and fall, and fall.
Well, that was creepy.
Oh, there's the dream we should have tried to interpret.
Yeah.
Well, your fault you didn't have that one earlier.
I know.
So as you ascend up and out, Corvus, the memory of that just hits you as you're climbing up and out. You space out for a while as you're climbing, and then you almost let go of the ladder because it's that disturbing. Because you think of falling, and and thankfully there's people below you in your Cantabarum. It's like, whoa, and also there's a wall behind you, so if you fall back, you just kind of bump into the wall. You just kind of brace yourself, and okay, you're fine.
Steady now.
I'll share that with the Contubernium as we climb.
Why is your mind plagued by these demons?
It was a dream. Why is your mind plagued by your old commander in Tunisia?
Because he was stupid.
Why do you remember stupid people?
It's hard to
Is
forget.
your mind stupid? I'm not sure what you mean. Sorry.
There may be truth in that as well.
Oh no.
As you all climb out of the strange perfect cube and find your way out, you find the entrance that you guys were looking for, trying to get into. It's like, oh, here it is. So it's obvious when you know where it is. But you're not surprised it was hard to find because it was flush with the ground. You have to figure out how to open it. Now that you know how the symbols work, you think you've got it. If you wanted to come back, you'd know how. And you think anyone who doesn't know, who isn't part of this group, they struggle to figure out how to get in here. And eventually time will cover this place, assuming this valley isn't destroyed. But here's what's different when you come out to your third day. As you climb out, you find no warmth on your skin. Just this distant, dry heat that's just there enough to annoy you, to tease you of heat, but not enough to actually pull the chill from you. The sky above is black, not night, but an absence. There's not a storm cloud, not an eclipse, just a sky emptied of memory. You see no other stars, you feel no breeze. It's as if the heavens themselves pressing down on you like a lid of a tomb. And yet, by some deific power, the sun somehow remains, or some facsimile of it. A pale, unflinching orb. It casts no grand light, mere definition. Everything around you is the color of soot and bone. The orb burns without fire. It does not move. You have no idea what time it is. It feels as if something is watching you from the darkness. And the one who is attuned to Apollo the most, that is not Apollo.
Yeah. I figured.
Oh, that's creepy.
The once green hills that you saw when you first arrived are now crusted in blackened soil. And it looks as if it cracks and bends like old paper. What trees you saw on the mountains, do not sway. They merely appear to be ash, with their branches twisted like fingers, as if praying to that dark sky. The paths of the... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. When you say it is not Apollo, does it feel like the thing that was basically angry for me standing in front of Apollo?
Yes.
Okay.
It sees you.
That's the thing that I cursed out earlier. Now I remember.
As you look out to the valley from the lake, what paths there were are gone. The road erased from the face of the world. Your only knowledge of them is your memory. Maybe so not your memory, but your maps. Even the maps look faded. The city ahead, across the way, feels vague to your eyes. You don't remember where in Rome you are. Is it Italia? Gallia? Raetia? Where are you? Sounds are muffled. There are no animals anywhere. You do not even hear the rippling of the water. Yet it moves. From the temple, even from this distance, you can see a tree has grown in defiance of everything, stretching taller than the temple itself. And from all directions, from every light ahead of you, you hear chanting from the very rock and dirt. Something is being remembered. Something is being forgotten. That is the vista you see.
I swallow hard as if my mouth has suddenly gone dry.
Whoops. Well,
Whatever the situation is, I think it's getting worse.
Most definitely.
Corvus speaks out in a strong voice. I am Belisarius Corvus, from the province of Raetia on the very limes of Rome. Of the Lex are the cohors Arcana, and I start just like in this strong voice, repeating like who we are, why we're here, what we serve, like trying to pour memory into this silence, like the spell done said.
I will join in on that since I think it's a good idea.
Demagia.
Damn it.
Let's count the chant together.
Yep. Start singing the lays of Rome.
I'm singing.
A bad king had twin sons that he tried to kill, but his people couldn't bring their hearts to kill them, and so they were adopted by a wolf.
Oh no.
9.
No, 6.
Wait, was it Demagia or Discientia?
Demagia.
Okay.
5, 6,
Discientia would be better for me.
7 is what I got in opposition.
Now you beat me.
But
Like everybody else made it.
You did not beat me, haha.
Or me.
Yeah, you tie with me on 1.
Oh, Fate intervened. That's what happened. Okay.
Yes.
Calypso and Corvus. You struggle and have to consciously remember what you're trying to say. That sort of thing where, you remember things, and then you have that pause where, you should know this. You know what I'm talking about. That sort of feeling.
Yeah.
And this is just easy stuff. It's your name. It's the place you work. It's your duty. It's your official title. It's the thing you had to recite ad nauseum at the Scalara. Right? Sort of feeling. But you get through it. It's just, you're halting the whole time. However, Yulia and Tiberius, are able to recite it confidently without stuttering or halting. Or if it is a stutter, it's a stutter that they would normally have. You know what I mean? It's like if they pause, it's a pause they would have in their normal introduction. And you
I'll
feel
just keep it up and hope it gets better.
you feel like that helped, as if you've entered more memory into the world. For how long, you don't know. But hey, someone remembers. Right?
I will try to speak other memories. I'll name my character's kids, for example.
You can do Demacia again if you like.
Sure. Let's give that a go. I hope. 7, alright. Since that seemed to help, let's speak more memories into it. No.
Oh no.
Oops, that's not right. 9, but I still beat you.
Yeah. Oh well.
You stutter and trip over remembering your own kids' names. It's like you're having a hard time remembering who they are.
Sad.
I mean, let's try later. Let's get off of that island and towards the first well. We will
Yep.
have to remember enough on the way there.
As long as you stay true to yourself, we shall have no issues. Come.
Let's go.
Well, you know, there's a way to fix this. I'll fix it later. I fix it. Anyway. So you're gonna go rowing and rowing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you going to?
Not to the city.
Yeah, I don't know. Shall we go back towards where our horses were? I'm not even sure if they will still be there, and then we would have to go around the city anyway. Again.
Well,
Shall
I mean,
not just
I think we head
the-
back to where we found the boat on the shore in the first place,
Okay.
wherever that was.
and then ride. Because we're faster on horses. We might not be faster anymore. Our horses might have forgotten themselves.
I will warn,
Yeah.
it took a long time to row from there to here because of the
Yeah.
muck.
I
Okay,
don't
so-
think the horses will make us quicker necessarily at the moment. So maybe just take the short way and try to circle around the city towards the first well.
Okay. Sounds good.
2 people may row and row. And that feels like the corpore. Actually, I think we had sailing was like the natura.
Yeah, sailing's
Yeah.
to Natura.
Does anybody else have so my character can rest because remember I am still fatigued.
Yeah, I can try rowing.
I
Okay.
should not.
We make it again like a sibling situation.
Like, I can try to help, but I won't be much help.
Let Diana and Apollo go, and Apollo sucks at rowing, but this is
Diana's pretty good though.
A good amount of time passes. Corvus is doing most of the rowing and pull. He's being helped, so you know. Thankfully, you're only covering a short-ish distance, so yeah. You're not sure how much time passed because that orb isn't moving.
Yep, let's pull the boat up where it's not going to float away.
What boat?
The boat that I'm just stepping out of.
You mean the one that's not there anymore? Huh. How'd you get here? Did you
We
swim?
rowed across the lake.
Yeah, you got across the lake. Yeah, somehow.
We rowed across the lake in a boat. That's what happened.
I don't know. There's no boat there.
Who are you anyway?
Your memory. And it's failing you.
Oh God.
Why are you
I'm gonna
talking
try and
about
reinforce
this?
it for
Very well.
the best I can, which is not great.
That feels like Ratio to me.
Yeah.
Ratio or Arcturus?
No.
I'll give you either. Those both feel like appropriate
Well.
things. Actually, know it. I'm wrong. There's one that it calls out memory in Ingenium. That's my bad.
Okay.
Try to remember. Try to remember.
Yeah.
Ingenium.
Ingenium.
Oh,
Can
we
try to
all
remember each
assist?
other
You
of
can-
stuff.
You can try to assist, yeah.
I mean, there's an 8.
That's a 6.
No. Okay, Cat. You need to go.
it's a 5.
Go on.
Thankfully,
Go
with
on.
the assistance, Corvus, it's a. There's that moment of that the memory gap doesn't make logical sense, so you start going, no. How did I get here? And you had that building panic start to build, like happened to Phineas, and then it clicks as someone mentions, yeah, the oar. You were on an oar, right? And
Right.
you're like, aha, I was on an oar. It was a boat. There was a boat that's
Right.
not here anymore. And then you
Yeah,
look,
we remembered
it probably
that we
got
weren't
pulled by the
whispering.
water or something grabbed it.
That's not good.
Something took advantage of your
Mm,
lapse in memory for a half second of, huh? And then, wait,
Right.
where'd the boat go?
It's not like we need the boat necessarily.
Right. But
Well,
all right. So we've got to keep pushing our memories out into the world so that they become real.
yes.
Where
Well,
you-
I remember that our horses were tied just on the banks of that river.
Yeah, it's on the other side of the city, though. We came. Yeah, we're.
Well, actually, they weren't mounted there. They were mounted right here.
Tiberius,
I remember tying my horse to that rock over yonder.
you know what? You have a point. Octoritus, or Demagia,
You need to stop that because you're
No,
fucking with
he's-
reality.
He's completely right, okay?
I don't
No.
trust the dream horses.
Yeah,
Perhaps reality
seriously.
was made to be fucked with.
Seriously, that's not a good idea when we're trying to push back against the silence with actual memory.
Didn't say that it's actual memories.
Needs must. I got an 11.
11 you say?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have to check something. Oh, I was already there. I'm smart.
That did not sound good.
Yeah, Tiberius, you insist aloud with some defiance against memory that the horses are here. They are here, and you point to where they should be. Everyone else, you just said where you think it is, which is over here. Do you wish to counter Tiberius's account? If you do, you can roll to oppose. Otherwise, perhaps he's right and you were wrong this whole time.
What's the stat being rolled?
It is, in this case, Ingenium.
Sure, I'll roll the oppose.
I
'cause I
can't.
don't think this is a good idea.
I can't beat 11
I don't
unless
know
there's
if it's
fate.
a good or bad idea. That's the
I'm just-
problem.
I'm just hoping that fate intervenes on this. Nope. Maybe he is right.
I don't suppose I could argue for Denatra because I know damn well where I left the horses because I had to make a roll to make sure that they wouldn't be wandering off in the muck, and I know how horses work.
I'll allow it.
Okay. Okay. What's my best out? Let's just do the number of the beast. 13.
You make your assertion, Tiberius, and for a second you think you see them. As if they were walking up out of the muck, because maybe they went somewhere. And then Corvus just explains what he did earlier. And, oh yeah. Yeah, he's right. Isn't he? Well, the horses aren't there, so he's probably right.
Yes. Yes, I'm totally right.
Let's walk then.
Y'all.
Alright, let's walk.
So, roughly what was the radius around the wells of judging like when Calypso got close to one, when did gravity start to reverse?
About 75 feet or so.
Okay. What's the total length of rope we have between the four of us? Because standard equipment includes some rope, but it doesn't say how much.
I'd say a reasonable amount to be walking around with would be like 50. It would be like maybe 50 yards at most. Anything longer than that, you're more rope than man, I would guess.
Okay. Yards or feet?
I think of rope and yards. That's my bad. So around. Yeah. So I would say between 2 lengths of rope you can get there.
Okay, yeah, because what I'm wanting is, the way I'm envisioning it is the person going in to set the charges, quote unquote. We'd have 2 people like basically on either side of them with ropes kind of pulling them down to keep them at least where they can work. Is the black sludge still falling from the sky?
What sky? There is no sky. There's no clouds.
Is the black sludge still falling from above?
No, there's nothing to fall.
Okay, well, at least there's that. So I'm actually thinking Tiberius is probably the best one to set these because you know more about like Castra and thereby, which I think is not just setting up fortifications, but also dealing with them.
Sapping.
I suppose,
Yeah.
yes, but can we have a nap? Oh,
Oh.
I was never fatigued. That's right. I'm fresh as morning dew.
Quit messing with reality, dude. It's bad.
I mean, no one said that it has to be actual memory.
I don't remember myself ever being tired. I'm okay.
Octoritus.
Fresh as
Got to
morning
hold on
dew.
to yourself, no matter what yourself is. You can't let yourself get drifted off.
Well, maybe I'll fail.
Quit being a fool, Tiberius.
Well, with a
think he's
7,
just-
I am just a fool.
I think he's just trying to be strong.
Is anyone opposing that?
Oh, God.
I'll try.
Octoritus.
You can roll. You can
I'm
roll
not
more than a
sure if
7.
I would get what he's doing in that situation. That's why I won't roll. Because how would I change trying to make things happen from bracing himself?
Well, he did go Can we get a nap? Wait, I don't need a nap. I'm actually not tired at all.
Yeah, like he's vocalizing his intention.
I'm not too sure about that.
I mean, yeah, if he wins, maybe he was right. He's just reminding you of what you already know.
See, that's the thing.
So 6 isn't enough.
It's taking care of what?
Corvus can try and stop me still, I guess.
Is it? It's Octoritas.
Yeah. Horse personality.
Octoritas? Not,
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was Ingenium. My bad. I will
Then you need to
re-roll.
reroll that, yeah.
Octoritas is actually much better for me.
I don't know why your roll was so bad. I was like, oh, maybe she just rolled crap. I don't know. Nah.
Oh,
Fine.
should be
Oh, well,
okay.
that's
Ah.
enough.
No, you were bone tired, you idiot. Oh, you're right. Oh, it sucks.
I didn't see you nap
Why don't
earlier.
why don't we leave him in his delusions?
Because
No.
when he changes what he thinks, it also changes our memories. So that's the thing. We've got to push back against the silence with our memories or of the truth of what That's we can't lose ourselves. We can't lose our world. Remember the first song from the singer, the stranger who sings, is that we have to hold on to ourselves above all else.
Then hold on to Tiberius with a rope so he doesn't fly off.
Right.
Or fall
So
asleep.
like I'll be on one end and you guys can take the other two, maybe? The other end, I mean.
Yeah, I can
Let's
try.
try.
And we've got like flint and steel. So now. Do we still have a torch? One of us, like whether it's lit or not?
It'd be in your general gear. I think you guys have like more than one. I don't think you guys burn through
Yeah.
them very fast.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's light a torch because we'll need a way to light these things.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'll light the torch and I'll handle the bombs.
Let's hopefully the two will do it. So yeah, then Corvus will anchor one rope and what's going to be the role for muscling that around if necessary?
For the person doing it to get there and pull it off, it's going to be DeBello. The people
Okay.
assisting, they'll be doing De Capore.
Okay. I know. I think Yulia, your De Capore is pretty good, isn't it? Or am I confusing it with your DeBello?
You are confusing it. My de corpore is not fantastic.
Decopora is the same, I think.
I have
Okay.
8.
Same.
That's
I've
not
got
bad.
12.
My DeBello is decent.
So you can wrestle him down and fly with him together.
Can you roll more than a 14 at this moment in time?
Yes.
Then you should be the one
Technically.
doing it, because I can only roll a maximum of 14.
Okay.
But
And
you
then we
might
have someone who is actually able to hold you.
Yes, that's fair.
So you would be
That
you'd be
way-
doing DeBello if you're the one being led out to the,
Yeah.
and then everyone else would be rolling
Yeah.
De Capore.
So
Okay.
That works.
who of you two shall I help?
Help us holding the rope.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think I can only help on one rope.
I'm rolling a 12.
I'm also rolling a 12, so take your pick.
Yeah.
I'm the more EP
Maybe
one.
help Ensley because he has
That's true, you
had
have
bad
the-
dice luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I-
I'm not better. Usually the problem is we like he did the same as we do usually. So
I'll note that you're all helping Yulia in her task, but you can help
Okay,
each
so-
other to make their aid
But-
more likely to help.
so it's basically me trying to decorpora somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, as
Okay.
you're all kind of doing something like that. Yeah, 'cause you're all kind of hanging on to one big length of rope and getting ready to go halt if she starts drifting in, or drifting up for that matter.
So are you going to, is the plan, are we We need to figure out if we're better off putting the bombs on the inside of the well or if putting them on the exterior walls will work.
I have no idea.
Sound theory might be that if there is some water inside, the fuses will go out. I'd say plant them along the outside, let the well collapse in on itself.
Maybe
Fair enough.
it is actually about the collapsing of the wells to close the
Right.
upward, downward kind of connection.
Yeah, so we plant the
So,
bombs on the
yeah.
outside on each end, and bada bing, bada boom.
Very Roman.
Buongiorno.
Gods.
Gritty.
Is there like a DeBello roll or something we could do to figure out the best placement?
The roll itself is placing it. If you roll
Okay.
crap, you might
Fair
go,
enough.
nah, throw them in the water. It's fine. It's like, that's a terrible idea. What? I rolled 3.
Okay. Let's start with this here well then.
So
Damn,
we're
damn.
rolling
Oh
for port.
god! I know we suck.
Holy eights. 888.
That's not terrible.
Not great, not terrible.
It will hit a standard difficulty.
Yulia begins drifting up into the sky. So does Tiberius.
Oh shit.
So does Calypso.
Oh, good God.
So does Corvus. But at least you're holding the rope together.
Okay, we're floating up in the sky. Shit. Can I,
I'm tailing Charlie. I'll see if I can't grab the lip of the well.
or can I tie the rope around the end of my magical spear and throw it and slam it into the earth?
Those sound like 2 different things, so DeBello for the spear throw, Decorpore -2 to grab at the well at the last second.
I will just don't do anything to not make it worse.
I was like, if at least one of you gets it, you can save the day. It's like, nope,
No!
you whiffed it.
Okay, no wait, hang on. I will invoke Mars Victor.
Okay.
So overall 13.
Spiritus, you throw the spear, and you feel it become. It was very light when you held it up, and then as you threw it down, you felt all of its weight just suddenly shift, and it felt like you were holding a bar of lead, and oof, that thing just flies down. But that shouldn't matter because that's not how gravity works. But you know, narrative. Tiberius, you owe me a ratio roll.
Okay. Can't do any worse than I've already been doing.
It's true.
Or can I?
Damn you!
Oh.
Damn you! I didn't see it. Damn
Beaten
you!
by one.
Nice.
Shunk! It plunges into the ground, and yeah, you're able to. You kind of have this. Your length of rope. You can kind of just pull you can climb down back to the well.
Yeah, I'll pull myself, and I'll start pulling all the others back down as well with my Herculean strength, as it were.
Well, you're all on the same rope, so they just follow your rope.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Ah!
Thank you. You saved the day.
Please plant the bombs already. Or these balls, I don't know what bombs are, I'm sorry.
The powder balls!
I will try to plant them.
DeBello.
Oh, hopefully I go well. We'll see.
God, we're right next to the explosion.
Can you guys try to assist?
Sure.
I mean,
With
you're all
the
there
girl,
anyway.
with, Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
with
we're
the
all
girl.
here anyway. Why the heck not?
Might as well.
I don't know. Can I roll something to motivate you instead of helping?
Just
Oh, look at that. Here's a good
I'll
roll,
try to
left.
help with the Scientia, if that's okay.
Hey, I'm gonna let you assist with it.
Oh, does Scientia understanding the structural weak points of the well?
Yeah, basically. Well, you guys are all helping each other. And you're not having to get there, you have to plant the stupid thing.
Boom.
So, plus side, you've set the explosives. They're sizzling away. You're right next to the well. What's your plan?
I take the spear out of the ground and I chuck it further forward out of the gravity wall.
DeBello?
Please, Lord Mars, heed my call. I simply wish to throw a spear. Ah!
Ha 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 ha!
Curse you, Mars!
I mean, trying to kind of. It doesn't make sense that gravity is not working, but can we try to kind of get out of that without the help of Mars?
Well, Tiberius owes me a rat to your roll anyway. Because he used the spear. Failure doesn't care. I know you used my damn spear. I want it back.
You want it? Come and claim it. Here's
I'm
a
gonna.
5.
I'm gonna. Yes!
Oh god!
I know where you...
Oh yeah!
You get the feeling you're being hunted. You have a special condition that isn't cursed. It's called, it is a curse essentially, but you are now supernaturally hunted. At some point of my choosing, you're going to be attacked by hunters who want the spear.
No. At some point of your choosing. Good.
But you
That
know
point
that
is
you're being
not now.
hunted, and you could be attacked at any moment by people who are hunting the spear. Probably not right this second, because they still have to get to you. You're whoever wants this isn't immediately here. They didn't know it was here until you used it.
Okay,
So if all of you want to survive the explosion, because
Yeah.
Speary over there whiffed it, I need to corporate. Hope you all can just dive out of the way.
Oh no.
Or
Yeah.
you
Can I
know,
argue
use
for
our
vigor?
hands to dig in and pull ourselves out.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I argue for vigor?
Athleticism's de corpore.
Okay.
Okay, I have 4. I'm dying.
I have 2, I'm dying even harder.
You suck so
Oh, man.
much.
Oh
Hey,
man.
Wow.
Well,
2, 3, 4, and 6. Woohoo!
Now we cannot roll today.
so
When can we roll?
who wants to roll the damage?
Yeah.
Whoever will do it will roll maximum amount now. Just
Actually,
oh, yeah,
you know-
of course.
You know what? I know who to blame for this. Yulia, you're gonna roll it. You're the one who set the damn
No.
things. You're rolling a dice value of 13.
oh
Oh
god.
no.
Okay.
You can choose how that dice is split up.
Cool. Yes.
Oh my god.
You all take 4 damage. As
can
hmm
4 damage. 4 damage overall, and overall or split equally amongst each other.
each of you take 4.
Protection doesn't count, I suppose.
No. Actually, no. This is a physical thing. No. Protection's still a thing. Yeah, your armor might save you anyway.
Oh. Okay, I have protection for.
Can I tank mine and Calypso's?
No. Yeah.
I
Each of
have
you take your own.
protection 6. Don't worry, I have protection 6.
Oh, okay, good. Thank you.
What does. So, what do? We roll our dice value of our protection?
No, it's just flat. Like
Oh.
you take 4
Take the
damage.
number from the damage, yeah.
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 So-
We made
I take
it
0 then.
really. I mean, I
Yeah.
hope that that actually nuked well.
It
Yeah.
did. Don't worry.
Whew.
Well,
Okay.
one
So-
down.
We enter our epilogue. You've made your choice, and you've shown that you know how to do it. More or less. I reasonably think you can pull this off before the day ends. You weren't down there that long. You guys didn't do too much unnecessary stuff.
Right. Just learn how to peg the rope down outside the field and just have somebody like crawl across it holding onto the rope.
So, as you destroy each well, one explosion at a time, struggling to keep your memories, feeling every moment slip away from you, every precious thing. But each of you have one thing that ties you to the world. One thing you can never forget, and you do your best to not forget that. Because if you lose that, you're not sure you're going to bother trying anymore. And you can all feel as if the gods are watching, and they can only do so much for you. Fate can intervene, but at the end of the day, this is the world of mortals, and it is upon mortals to save themselves. If you fail, then it is a failing in you, not in them. So, what the gods believe. Whether you
Yeah,
believe
I've heard
that's up
that.
to you, really. Huh?
I've heard that before. Oh, you still have a broken leg? Well, you just didn't believe hard enough. Uh-huh. That's some southern preacher bullshit right there.
And
Not wrong.
each of the wells in turn are shattered and exploded. Their lights dimmed from the world. The lake, basically, when you detonate as much as you can in it, it will fill up with soot, and then it dampens the surface of the lake. Just kind of gets marred and mucked, and that's enough to ruin the lake as a water source. The downside of this is you've ruined every water source other than the lake. So
There was necromancy in every water source.
It was ruined before we got there, honestly.
the night was long.
New wells can be dug.
The night was long, filled with smoke and screams. Not of pain, but of forgotten prayers erupting from the cracked stone. When the ninth well shattered beneath the pressure of their conviction, a tremor shook the valley. And then it's as if every mountain around sighed. From within all the wells, water surged upward like grand fountains. And with that surge came memories long gone that swirled back into the world. Every statue in the valley shatters, leaving naught but flickering flames and salt. The Mencio, that once was the home of the senator, is obliterated. A new pond sits in its place.
There's water right there.
It will be said for many years to come that if you drink from that senator's lake, you will dream of past lives. Some say you forget something. Never know what. Most will not really know what you custodes did this day. And officially, the Lex Arcana will keep it very quiet how this turned out. But every time a child remembers their own name after a fever, every time an old song is hummed by someone who doesn't know where they learned it, figures returning to a black cube will know who to thank. You barely made it. You've saved the valley. At some cost.
Yay!
And to some irritation to your betters. But you know what? They're glad to have the valley, so why risk too much? From here, you'll need to decide where you're going next, because it is sure to you that this isn't over. You've only stopped what would have destroyed the valley, but a grander ritual threatens all of Rome. You have to stop it, before it's too late. For all of you watching out there, thank you very much for watching. For those of you playing, thank you very much for playing, and we look forward to seeing you again next time. Bye. I really thought everyone was gonna die. We were at that moment. We were at that minute of, if you piff this, I'm just wiping you.
The bomb, you mean, or?
Yeah, or floating up into the
We're
sky.
floating up. Yeah.
Or
The
changing,
guys
or messing with
really
your
want us
memories
to
too
die.
much.
Yeah. Thank God you had that Mars whatever to pull out.